Oh well, take your time. We're live now.
Oh, we are. Okay.
Yeah, we're live. Well, I have one too, so it's all good. We have Deanston 12, and my friend Bernie here, who's halfway around the world almost. He's got the same bottle. It's been a year since we've done this kind of thing, but we did do this kind of thing before. Unfortunately, back then we didn't have live and we didn't have StreamYard. We had cameras pointed at computer screens, and
That was it. It was I was going to say the heroic days of YouTube, wasn't it?
yeah, it was a while back, 6 years ago, about halfway back during our respective careers on YouTube. What is it? We must have met on this thing way back before 2010.
Oh yeah, it was probably 28, something like that, 2008, something like that.
2008, yeah. And
yeah.
I think we met through watching videos by the Fat Aussie Bastard.
Yeah.
Good old days.
Oh goodness, yes. I mean, I actually, if I would look on my hard drive, I would probably find some of the original Fat Aussie Bastard videos that I had downloaded at the time.
Oh, right.
I should send them to him. Now, what I have here is the same as you, if I right, is the Deanston 12, and I think it was Ralfy's Whiskey of the Year, wasn't it?
Which year was it? This year.
This year. Which he does those things in, oh goodness sakes, now I'm lost. January, does he?
Yeah, he does it in January for the year coming up,
right?
Rather than most people who do it for the year that just went by.
Yeah, so I think this is the one that it's one of them anyway. Because the year before, I think, was the Glenallachie.
Glenallachie, yes, 12. I think I've drank all that. Yeah, that's all gone.
Well, believe it or not, I've not been able to put my hand on one. And there's a store that I know where they have, and every time I go, it's closed. So anyway, but this one I got. So let me try this.
Already got people watching.
Oh.
We've got Donner Pass Whisky saying hi, everybody. And we got 3 people now watching. We've got Malton User, who was on with me last week.
Yeah.
And we've got Ben Demon Hunters here too. Excellent. And noon is whiskey time for Quig. Yeah, well, yeah.
It's 5 minutes somewhere.
I work nights, so it's okay. But where Bernie is, it's like, what is it?
Yeah, 9:15 in the evening.
9. Okay, so like that's okay. He's in Switzerland. I'm in the west of Canada, so it's kind of hard sometimes to get together online and do this kind of thing.
Well, I mean, as we were talking a bit earlier, one of the last times many years ago now when we did a Bowmore, I was drinking like at 9 or 10 in the morning, of course. Again.
And I was late at night. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the other way around. So what do you think about this one?
Oh, it's great stuff. You know, I had the Deanston 12 some years ago for the first time, and I fell in love with it. And I took my time. I took my sweet time moving on to the 18. I'd had the Virgin Oak, which was also quite nice. Then I had the Deanston 18 late last year sometime, and I just couldn't get into it. It just was.
Was it too smooth in a way, or?
It was like closed up when I first tried it, and it stayed closed up. It never really opened up. I had it for 4 or 5 months, and I did I made a video about it, and then I made a video about it some months later, and it was not really much better than when I started.
Well, this is my first pull in this one, so of course I'm always worried because my opinion, as you know, for the first dram is never as it will be once you get down to about half.
No, I'm about half a bottle now, and it's better than it was at the beginning. But I like this one as soon as I tried it.
Definitely the nose is nice.
Yeah, there's okay. Everybody's saying hi to everyone else, and Loch Ness is here too. Fantastic.
Hello.
Be Stranger. Yeah, evening to you too. and everyone's saying hi still. They're all greeting each other.
Everybody knows everybody.
Oh, everybody knows everybody. Yeah.
Donner Pass Whisky. That's interesting. Looks like a picture of a mountain somewhere.
Yeah, he lives up there. I think he does some kind of clearing the snow off the highway through the pass or something like that.
Oh, okay.
And he's quite a whiskey aficionado too, based on his comments. Very good stuff.
So let me see. How do I do this anaconda?
No, I just.
Oh, well, I can do that.
Yeah.
Oh, you are very flexible. I can see that, actually.
Okay.
I understand why people say the anaconda. Mine doesn't really look like one.
Well, I think it's because my brain is wired backwards. I'm right brain dominant rather than most people who are left brain dominant.
Ah.
So maybe that's part of why I do it that way. I mean, I write this way with my right hand, where most people who write with the right hand write this way. But I write like that.
Yeah, you write like a lefty.
Exactly, because my brain is wired backwards. Now
Okay.
that explains everything, right?
I'm starting to understand more and more now.
All right. Must be my first time catching you at the very beginning. Yeah, well, congratulations. I think our timing is really good today.
We're earlier than you usually are, aren't we? I mean,
yeah. Monday holiday in U.S. How about Canada? I think it's some kind of a. I must admit that holidays don't mean anything to me because
let me see. The U.S. is Memorial Day weekend.
Okay.
And you've just had Victoria Day, haven't you?
Last Monday.
Last Monday. I mean, I can say Victoria Day to you, and you know what I'm talking about, because family in Canada, they name it something else. You know, they've had to give it I don't know how many different names, just to be certain that they do not call it Victoria Day.
Well, of course. I mean, in may I say Lower Canada.
Yeah.
In Lower Canada, any British monarch is seen as anathema. You know, it's like. As
a kid, we used to say the Queen's birthday, and that would get people all riled up.
Oh, absolutely. But when you mention St. John the Baptist, well, that's cool. You know.
Oh yeah. But now it's the Fête Nationale. Actually, for people out there, just in case you're wondering why I'm talking about Canada and living in Switzerland, it's because I emigrated. I left Quebec for Switzerland, and the Quig left Quebec to go about the same distance, but you stayed in Canada.
I stayed in Canada. Yeah, and we're both expatriate Quebecers. So, I guess you could put it that way.
I suppose.
And the funny thing is, we met on YouTube watching a guy from Australia. You know,
that is a small world, but you know,
absolutely.
There's a Facebook group called Old School YouTubers, and I kind of laugh because people are asking questions like, "Why did you stop vlogging?" And I answer, I have been answering on it, never did.
No, same here. I just changed my channels and changed my format and okay, here we go. Donner Pass. Victoria Day was last Monday. That's correct. Honoring the birthday of British Queen Victoria, if I recall my history. Yeah, you're right on. You're spot on. Spot on. Exactly what it was. But to me, holidays don't mean much because I'm working the same 5 nights every week, no matter what. So it's Monday night, Tuesday night, Sunday night, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So the Friday night I have off. That's when I usually record my videos. And Saturday I usually just hang out or go live or something. Oh, Ben Demon Hunter's got to go. Slanchava Ben later.
Oh yeah, okay. There's it is.
Yeah, I'm highlighting them. So, this stuff is.
It's very nice. And it's a relaxing dram. I can just sit down and take this, and it's not like, scratching or anything. You know what I mean?
It goes down easy. For a 46%er, it goes down easily. It's got some of that honey.
It does, yeah.
Honey, maybe a bit of ginger. It's lovely. Very nice whiskey. No, Ralfy wasn't wrong on this time.
No. But Ralfy, the thing is right now, well, for the last few years, he doesn't want to touch anything that doesn't have, an age statement. And I get that, but like take for example what we'll be drinking later on. He wouldn't have
no age statement.
Exactly. So he wouldn't have it.
In fact, of the whiskeys tonight, this one is a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
The next one is a 10-year-old, and the two after that are both non-age statements.
Right. Yeah. I mean, my third dram, so to say, will not be the same as yours, but we will be. It's a non-age statement. Yeah.
We'll be just about in sync for the other three. Yeah. Oh, there's the Donmon here. How's the Triplewood Cairdeas? I don't know yet. I haven't tried it. It will be on this video. Yes, that was the teaser to get you to watch. But no, it's true. I do have a Cairdeas Triplewood, and Bernie also has a Cairdeas Triplewood, and he did a little video earlier this week saying that he got one, and I thought, well, this is our opportunity to try it together because he hasn't opened his. I haven't opened mine.
Yeah.
And I've had it since the 2019 Premium Spirits release, British Columbia Premium Spirits release. Now, you were saying that you got yours an email that it's only exclusive to friends of Laphroaig.
You go on the Laphroaig page, actually. It says it's a friend thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Cairdeas means friendship.
Right. So that's exactly as it says. Cairdeas means friendship in Gaelic.
Mm-hmm.
Each year, a limited edition bottling is crafted by distillery manager and fifth generation Islay native John Campbell, available exclusively to friends of Laphroaig.
Well,
just I took that off the web page, so I was a little bit.
It works here is that a lot of exclusive whiskeys are available at the Premium Spirits release, which in this instance was, I will get the date off the bill of sale, the 2nd of November 2019. So in order for me to get this the Cairdeas, you can only get it one day of the year here. You have to be there at the store and get your ticket number. Your ticket number corresponds to your position in the line when you got there.
Mm-hmm.
I was number 12. And then when you go into the store, you're allowed to choose. Okay. Oh, there's Native Gun. That's a new name. I think I haven't seen this guy yet before.
I have seen him on somewhere. I know. Yeah.
Oh, Loch Gorm is also another good whiskey there, Don. Another good one. So where was I going? Oh, yeah. So they give you a sheet and you get to choose which whiskeys you want to get. And if you're early enough in the lineup, you get every whiskey you want. And that's what happened to me. I got every whiskey I wanted. I got the Cairdeas, a J.P. Weiser's 7 Rebels, a J.P. Weiser's 23-year-old, a Gooderham and Worts 29 Wellington, Pike Creek 21-year-old Oloroso, 40 Creek Victory, Central City Lone McKinnon Cocoa Single Malt, Lot 40 Cask Strength, Highland Park Valfather, Redbreast Lustau, Green Spot Shadow Montelina, and Port Escaig 10-year-old. So
very nice list.
Yeah. Look, the price was
yeah. So this Laphroaig. So I got an email.
Mm-hmm.
There was 2 offers. It took over a month to get here.
Okay.
Because I looked a while back and it was just it should be saying Dago Clio. It doesn't say.
Oh, well, you know what? I'm going to gonna go to the other screen here, and it should say now. Does it say now what the guest is?
It did. It did earlier.
Hold on.
Yeah.
It did earlier.
It
Weird.
did. Yeah. It
Weird.
said Leo Bernie.
Okay, yeah, it's this is my friend Bernie who lives in Switzerland. He goes by Dago Cleo on YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to those.
No, we both had our names on it. They disappeared. You're right.
I don't know what happened to those. Maybe when I switched format, when I switched from this format to the other one, it erased it. Okay, well, no big deal.
Every now and then we'll just say who I am.
And Greg, he's in Paris from what I understand.
So yeah, so it did take a while though, because they sent it by DHL and it went to Germany.
Uh-oh.
And Germany, I got a mail saying that because of the coronavirus, it'll take longer. But eventually it showed up on my doorstep. So
you know what's really funny? On my control panel here, I have our screens, and it says Food Quig on mine, and it says Dago Cleo Bernie on yours, but not like on the side, but not on the main screen. That's being mysteries.
Yeah, it is.
How if I do this?
Or is it hidden? Could it be hidden under the highlighted comments?
Could be. Now I don't know how to get rid of the highlighted comments.
It's actually kind of cool having the highlighted comments.
Yeah, I know, but how do I get rid of them? Okay, wait, here, comments. I haven't tried everything that's available here. It must be the, yeah, it's probably hidden underneath these comments. All right, so let's move on, I guess. Oh, yeah, well, that's okay, Greg. It happens. I missed the beginning of a lot of things. I miss entire live streams myself, so it's not a big deal. It's okay. You're forgiven. No holiday weekend. Yep, there you go. Uh-oh, I'm getting behind again. Okay, Greg says hi. Good afternoon, says Loch Ness. And early bird. Yeah, I'm early today, Willacon. It happens. Oh, you got the Pike Creek 21. Very good. Very good.
Because the
chat box is covering the names. Yeah, okay. So how do I get rid of the chat box? I don't know.
I think it's not too bad. It's kind of nice to have actually the chat box pretty big like that.
Yeah, because otherwise you're straining. And I know I strain a lot.
Yeah, on the side there. And so
every time I got a strain, I always think I need to get new prescriptions. Oh, okay. So, yeah, we're catching up here. And, yes, it's correct that you're in Paris. Yeah, okay. Hope all is well. Yes, Whiskey Pilgrim, everything's grand. We've got 14 people watching right now. That's not too bad.
That's very cool, yeah. I mean, even if it's an unknown whiskey drinker, you know.
Everyone is greeting everyone else again. Yeah, I think you're right. I don't know how to click off the comment, though. I don't know how this works. Oh, well.
I know we have to. Well, YouTube is changing everything every month almost. So, you know, there's always something different. One of the things that people were discussing not too long ago, or it's been a long discussion with the older YouTubers, is the fact that the video responses, they've been removed for probably close to 10 years now.
Unclick each message. Okay.
Message. Okay.
Oh, hide. There we go. Okay.
But it's a pity. It's a pity though, because you know what you should do every now and then. You show who we are. They know who we are.
I'll get the hang of this eventually. I'm just used to things working seamlessly and perfectly every time. Which is, you know, as the older I get, the more messed up things are. So, yeah, it's no surprise. Yeah, okay. All right. There. Okay. Yeah. Hey, you learn something every day. I just learned something now about the way StreamYard works.
Well, I think I'll be in StreamYard before long as well then. Because well, I was doing things with Google Hangout if ever I was doing a lot. Now this is gone.
Oh, this stuff is marvelous.
Nice, yes.
Very beautiful.
My dram is getting lower, but I don't probably put as much into it as you do. I mean, you make the Quig drams, so.
Well, my rule of thumb is the fattest part of the glass.
Well, I guess we're pretty close to the same thing then, because that's where I was.
That's where I was too. The fattest part of the glass, and that is one Quig size dram, 50 milliliters, as measured by 50 milliliter sample bottles.
Ah, yes.
The size of whiskey you get when you're on an airplane, for example.
Mm.
Thank you once again, Greg.
Yeah, usually when it starts to wet the whistle, I like to start with an Irish whiskey very often.
Yeah, speaking of which, I did an Irish flight last night.
Ah. So what did you have?
I had first the Conor McGregor Proper 12. And it's every bit as good as everyone says it is.
Good.
I'm being facetious.
I can kind of grab that one. I don't know it, so,
Okay. Then I had another one. It was another Irish blend at 40% called Clontarf. Yeah. After the 10-14 Battle of Clontarf. That's really light, too. Then it started getting more interesting when I had a 43% Tullamore DEW.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah.
Finished in Caribbean rum casks. So that added a lot of tropical fruits like pineapples.
Pineapples.
I was about to say ananas, but the pineapples and some coconuts and some mangoes and papayas and things like that. A very nice, interesting twist on the standard Tullamore DEW.
I know, because Tullamore, as such, has never been one of my favorites. And then I was at Dublin about 6 months ago, and at the airport, and I wish I had it with me, because it was one of their high end of the Tullamores. I'd have to go and get it downstairs. And he told me, he says, if you don't like this one, then stop drinking whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
And he was right. It's really, really nice.
Greg asked a question here.
Oh, I didn't see. I'm sorry. I don't
I'm
see
sorry,
that.
I didn't put it up.
Ah, okay.
The casks involved in the Deanston. I'm looking at the label. This is hard to read.
Crafted by hand and matured for 12 years. Ex-bourbon.
Yep.
For delicate taste and gentle warmth. This is I guess it's just ex-bourbon.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, I don't see anything else.
And this is not 46%. I just saw 46.3 on there.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah. Okay, we got more people saying hi to each other. A little worm on the deck. A rusty nail. There you go. Okay. And whiskey straight. Oh, crap. I'm getting behind. Oh, you're going live tomorrow. Well, tomorrow I might not be able to watch because we got Throttle here too. Hi, Dan. How you doing? And not on a bike. Okay. Yeah, Whiskey Throttle is a motorcyclist. who likes to drink whiskey.
In the States or?
No, he's in Alberta.
Alberta, okay.
Although he has migrated all the way as far east as Ontario for work in the last year or so when he was doing live streams. He's never made a pre-recorded video. He only went live.
Ah.
And now he seems to tune in on other people's lives, but I don't watch live videos very often just because they take so much time. I don't mind participating, no problem, but watching them, I don't have the time to do that. Okay, everyone's people are saying hello again.
Mind you, your lives go on for quite a while.
Yeah, I know. I'm the biggest hypocrite there is. Yeah, I know it says Laphroaig. We're getting there.
We're starting.
We're just wetting our whistle with something that isn't quite so peaty and strong yet. You got to. I started out with the Glenbergie 15 actually, and this is my second dram. And this is just to get started. You know, lower ABV, gentler whiskeys, and then moving up towards the stronger ones. Because if you're going to drink Laphroaig Cairdeas without warming up, you know, if like let's say you're an athlete and you're warming up, you got to warm up because you don't want to break a leg making your first move. You want to get warmed up, and we're doing the same thing.
That's right. Yes. Or the warmest, Altmore. Yeah, that is true. That's nice.
I didn't think so much of Altmore 12. I thought it was a little bit too light for my tastes. But the Deanston has a lot of flavor.
There's more flavor in the Deanston, yeah.
Absolutely, much more. I thought I was struggling to get a nose and struggling to get any flavor out of the Altmore. But some people like it that way. I like my whiskey big and bold for the most part.
What I like when I watch your videos also is I like the way you say I'm pulling out the next layer. You say things like that, you know, and it's true. I mean, as you go and as you wait, all of a sudden something else comes up, isn't it?
Throttle's asking me who my guest is. This is my friend Bernie, who I've known on YouTube since over a decade now.
Yeah.
And
we met live as well.
Yeah, and we were both watching this channel called The Fat Aussie Bastard back in the day, back in the early years of YouTube.
Oh yeah.
And the Fat Aussie Bastard was portrayed by Pete Finn, who still does a few videos now and then. Latest stuff I saw him doing was he was reviewing scooters, the kind of scooter that you stand on. And
yeah, he does things like that. He used to be in the computers. I don't know what he does now, actually.
Who knows?
Who knows?
He's probably got his finger in a few different pies, that guy.
I would believe so. That was the way he was.
Yeah, so yeah, Bernie and I have known each other on YouTube for quite a while, and we both got into whiskey, and we just he's still vlogging. He's still vlogging on his Dago Clio channel.
Yeah,
and I'm still on YouTube as well. We've both stayed on YouTube all these years while other people went off to Facebook and stopped vlogging, and now there's been kind of a renaissance of sorts of these people coming back to YouTube that went away for years and years.
Yeah, but if you notice, they come back, they stay for about a month.
And then they disappear again.
They disappear again. So.
They got no staying power.
No, there's a few of us but we've all changed in a way, not only aging, but I mean, we've all changed our styles. I mean, we used to be a lot into, even you used to do it. We used to do some silly videos and spoofs and stuff like that.
We did anything goofy and stupid to get attention.
Yeah. I mean, it was, as you mentioned many times in other videos, it was the whole thing it was like fantastic to think that we could actually just go and take a camera and make real movies.
Yeah.
So. Yeah,
absolutely. The Laphroaig is the Cairdeas from 2019.
Okay.
It is 59.5%. I would say that is cast strength. Yeah.
It says it's cast strength. Yeah.
But here's the cool part. It says, I just noticed this here on the bottom of the bottle. It says right down here. It says, to find out more about Laphroaig, visit www.laphroaig.com. Imported by, get this, the Laphroaig Import Company, Chicago, Illinois.
Oh.
Yours probably doesn't say that.
I'll say that, of course, because mine supposedly comes straight from Laphroaig and Isla. You know, I mean, the sense of they sent it from there. Yeah.
So we don't get ours shipped directly to Canada. This gets imported through the States, and then only limited numbers of these bottles make it to British Columbia. It sells out within the first hour. And the only reason I got it was because I was 12th in line.
It reminds me when we were, for the people out there, we were both from Canada and from Quebec as kids. But when we were like young adults, there used to be the Beaujolais Nouveau craze.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I mean, and it was like basically a glorified juice, you know, grape juice.
I remember that.
And I remember when I was at the university, people would not come in and stay in line, you know, to get a couple bottles of this thing. Let me see. Talk about peaty. Just got to see the finish in a Lagavulin cask. Huh, that must be interesting.
That's different.
I've never heard of anything like that. What is it? Do you have a name for it? I mean, what's it called?
Maybe he put it later. Let's get caught up on our videos here. Yeah, Google Chrome's what I'm using too. How about you, Bernie?
I'm using Google Chrome now. I mean, for years I used Firefox, and it started to get too buggy.
Yeah.
You know. How do you do? Hi. Hello, Whiskey Throttle.
Okay.
I agree on that, Bruichladdich. Yep.
Oh, Donner Pass. I like Bruichladdich, but I like Bruichladdich for the Port Charlotte.
I didn't bring one up here tonight.
That's okay.
There's
that can be for another video or for another live stream. But I found the classic laddie. I don't know.
Well, you know, it's like many other things. I mean, like when we started drinking out whiskey, we made that Bowmore video 2014.
Yeah, that was around the beginning for me, beginning to get serious.
Right.
Yeah.
And I still have Bowmore 10 down there. I mean, I don't drink it as often, but I still appreciate it when I just want a light, peaty whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we've moved on, but I mean, many years ago, you would have, at least in our store, we would have Lagavulin 12 of the nicer ones. 16.
16, yeah.
16. We'd have the Oban 14 or Oban.
Yeah, Oban 14 is another staple. Yeah.
Yeah. Then there was, it will come to me now, there was the Cherry Bomb, which of course, anyway, it'll come. And, you know, and then there were the blends, you know, the other ones. I mean, yeah, Johnny Walker's and so on.
By Cherry Bomb, are you talking about Glendronach?
No, it was something else, but Glendronach was one of them as well. Glenkinch? No. But
no, not Glenkinchy. Glenkinchy is a lowland.
No, but it's not. That's not the one I meant.
No.
It doesn't matter. It'll come eventually, and if it doesn't really matter.
Glenfarclas?
No, we didn't have anything as fancy as that then. We had
Macallan?
No, Macallan was there as well, but I'll find it. It's none of those names. It's
not Delmore.
No.
No, I know the one you're talking about. I probably even have some somewhere.
I see the bottle in my mind, but the script is fuzzy. So I just can't get
Glenn Goyne?
It could be. It could be, but don't worry about it.
No.
I mean,
no point worrying about it at all. But yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it was in the old days, and I'm talking about, the grocery store. It would have
Okay.
like that, and then of course, now today you get fancier whiskeys. Of course, I mean, Laphroaig was there as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Laphroaig, Ardbeg, Lagavulin.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, for me, Donner Pass, I've had the classic laddie, and it didn't really stir my emotions. If I'm going to go for anything from Bruichladdich, it's going to be a Port Charlotte. That's my own personal preference, and I'm not too crazy about Octomore just because of the price.
Well, I had Octomore. I have not had it on my own. I mean, I never owned a bottle, but a friend of mine did have one, and I mean, it is like licking tar, isn't it? It's or licking a street. I could almost say.
Which one?
The Octomore.
Oh, Octomore, yeah.
I mean, I would not have put out the money. I'm glad I had it at somebody else's. But the Port Charlotte, that's something else. I like Port Charlotte, and I've got a cast strength one. It's nice.
I've only had one bad Port Charlotte, or one that I didn't like.
You mentioned that once, yeah.
That was the 12, the travel exclusive 12-year-old PC12.
Yeah.
That's the only one that didn't do it for me. The rest of them have been great.
Yeah, I have a non-age statement one that I bought in a little shop that sells cigars and whiskey.
Ah.
Yeah.
Now that's another one. These guys are talking about what was it? Altamore 18. I've never had that one. I've only had the 12. Couldn't find the 18 around here, but I'm trying to work my way through all the 12s and 15s and 18s that I can find, and this may be a quest that will last the rest of my life, just because there are so many of them.
Well, you're doing pretty good. I mean, how many have you ever tried to count how many bottles are represented on your wall over there?
Yeah, I did count it a while back, but I lost count lately. It's just a monster, isn't it?
It is, but it's very impressive. The only problem is now I think you've covered the whole wall, haven't you?
Well, no, because
you've still got a ways to go.
I still got a hallway that goes into the kitchen. So, yeah.
Oh, that's the problem.
So that's going to happen eventually. I'm going to build it that way. I still have a few spots left on this side. And then once that's filled up, I'm going to go in towards the kitchen. And once it reaches my desk in the kitchen, I usually eat here. So in the kitchen, I don't have a kitchen table. I have my desk for all my business stuff. And once it reaches my desk, then I'll have to rethink again. Maybe I'll start filling that wall on that side there. If you can see that wall there.
Yes.
I might start filling that wall eventually as well. And you can just catch the edge of my bar there. Yeah.
I guess you'll have to see if you have to go into Roman arches or something like that.
Maybe. Or maybe I'll just build a wall over the window to keep it dark in here for sleeping. Because right now I've got dark drapes, but I've got one side open so that it shines a light in on the bottles. At night, naturally, it won't be so bright. So I could always, build a wall over the window.
So when you went to England and Scotland, actually, this last spring, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the end of March, beginning of April, a year ago.
Yeah, I was pretty impressed when you were going over you went was in London, and I mean the London distillery where you went, they seem to have some nice stuff, didn't they?
Oh, Bimber.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. We did a series of videos on getting drunk at Bimber. That was fun. And Welsh Toro has joined us, which is a fantastic honor. Thank you for joining us, sir. We're going to have to pour another I got a Laphroaig 10 here. I still have a little bit of that left.
It's about there, yeah.
Going on to my second dram of this presentation, but my third dram of the day.
So I'll hydrate myself.
Oh, good idea. I'm prepared for that. I have a jug here, which is about half full of water.
Well, I have a pint glass, not quite as much as yours, but
and a full glass of water right here.
And I also have my Laphroaig 10.
And this one here is the Laphroaig 2019 mini Glencairn that I got at the distillery. And that's really good for just controlling how much water when you're putting drops in. If you use a spoon, you can only get a little bit into the spoon at a time, and you can really control how many drops without using a dropper to put into your whiskey to open it up.
You know, when we get to the Cairdeas, when we get to it, I'll be very curious at first to see, because on the tube they say to add twice as much water as whiskey, and I cannot believe that.
No, that would only work if you've never had whiskey before in your life.
No, I mean, when I saw that, I said, well, why would I want to get a cast? I mean, you know, you cast strength and to bring it down to 25% or whatever.
No. 20. I like my whiskey somewhere between 46 and 52% for drinking, but I like to start lighter. I like to start down. The Glenburgie 15 was 40%. Beautiful, just to calibrate the palate and wet the whistle, so to speak, and get started. Oh,
maybe you can't read it, or maybe that'd be interesting to see if it's the same on yours. I don't think you can probably read it.
Let me see. It says here.
It's the last sentence on the back.
We recommend that you add twice as much water as whiskey to fully appreciate the characteristics of whiskey at cask strength. I don't know about that.
When I read that, I thought like, no, at least not. I'd be very surprised that I'd want to do that. But
I think people who blend whiskey would want to do that, perhaps, because I hear that people who blend whiskey, they bring the ABV down really low to get all the characteristics, and then. But I'm not a whiskey blender. I'm a whiskey. I appreciate whiskey. I enjoy drinking it.
You do blend. You have your infinity bottles.
Oh, well, that's a different thing. Those are just blind blends. It's like, okay, let's open a bottle of this, put one in.
Yeah.
And make sure I have enough room in the infinity bottles for the new stuff. Oh, crap.
Now, this is changing gears, isn't it? We're going to the Laphroaig. And
yeah. I got the Laphroaig 10 right now.
So do I, yeah.
It's beautiful. It's a lovely dram. It smells amazing. It tastes great, and it's not expensive. You can't beat this stuff.
That is, frankly, that is one of the things. I've got another full bottle downstairs of it. I'm about half this one, and it probably is my third bottle of that one since I started knowing this, and it's just so good. I mean, it's great price.
Yep. The fellow WT. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it was great. When I went to England last year, I visited Welsh Toro, and we had a fantastic day.
Was that in Manchester?
No, that was in Birmingham.
Birmingham. Oh, yeah, right. Okay, yeah.
I went to Manchester before that.
Okay.
And I met up with Alan, the whiskey friend, and Whiskey Wednesday, Phil Dwyer. And we met up with Welsh Toro and Vin PF down in Birmingham, which was a good time. Wow, Quig is looking like the great Duke of Alba.
We were discussing that actually with this COVID thing. My hair, I'm getting about the same length as the Quig, but just on the side of my head right now.
You keep going a little further, we could put you on the Quaker Oats box.
Oh, yes, yes. But I don't know. I saw a publicity. They've made him a lot younger and more muscles, you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's just like the Michelin Man.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Back when they started him, he was big and round and fat, and they made him more, slimmer around the waist and bigger around the shoulders as time went on.
Right, I'm probably getting closer to the Michelin Man than
You and me both.
Oh my goodness, this is nice.
Don Julio Reposado. Okay, that's a double cask finished Lagavulin Scotch whiskey, resulting in a depth of flavor and so on and so on and so on. I don't know. I don't feel good about tequila unless I'm in Mexico for some reason. Every time I went to Mexico, I drank tequila, but when I come here, it doesn't taste right to me.
But I must admit, I would really like to try something like that, because every now and then you try. You've tried like the IPA and beer.
Oh yeah,
casks, and things like that. So I mean, it's nice to try at least once. I'd say, it's.
Well, I've had whiskey that was aged or finished in tequila casks. I've had another one that was aged in ice wine casks, which was really too much at first, but once the bottle settled down a little bit, it got better.
Was that a Canadian whiskey by any
chance? It's Wayne Gretzky.
Ah, okay, yeah. Yeah, because I mean, I kind of think like something like that. Although they could do it over here, in Switzerland they do make certain, mulled wine type things, a bit like ice wine type.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but there's not. Let me see. Quig's going to be eating stewed cardboard before long. I don't know.
No, I don't know. I didn't bring any oat cakes. I know you got some.
I thought, if I'm going to be with Quig for a long time, I got to have oat cakes.
Yeah, and I was thinking we were going to go for a short time, but yeah, 4 drams is a good length of video, I think.
Yeah, I mean, because everybody wants to see us, go for the Laphroaig, and here we're like, teasing them.
We're teasing them, yeah. I thought, I couldn't go straight for the Laphroaig. I had 3 bottles lined up. I had the Glenbergie, I had the Laphroaig 10, and I thought, okay, then we'll go for the Laphroaig. But Bernie's bringing out all these other bottles, and I'm going, oh yeah, well, why don't we have a Deanston 12, and why don't we have another Laphroaig before going to the Cairdeas? And yeah, sure, as long as it doesn't bother you to be up so late where you are, because right now it's
right now, it's really it's okay.
Right now it must be about
it's coming up to 10 in the evening. So
10 in the evening. Okay, this was when we were going to start anyway, so yeah.
And I mean, it's we're doing our social distancing thing, aren't we? We're having our dram and we're at the right distance. I mean, I can't give you the COVID,
No, not from here. No matter how hard you tried. And I couldn't give it to you. Who knows which one of us has it or doesn't. But I don't want to talk about COVID really, because I'm trying to distance myself socially from it.
Yeah,
there he is. We were talking about the whiskey friend Alan. Here he is. Fantastic.
That is a nice dram.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna have to procure another bottle, because this is
yellow. There was a small period. One of the reasons I got another one before this one was way down is I started hearing rumors, that there wasn't going to be any more Laphroaig, and I guess that was not true, because I've seen it since. So it's not.
We're gonna have to catch up here. Because they're all saying,
oh yeah, well, a dropper would be nice. I just don't have one.
No, me either. But just to give you an idea, with a mini Glencairn and a spoon, you can only get so much out of it, and then you can control exactly how many drops you got. Oh, that's about 3 or 4. That should be plenty. It doesn't need it, but I did it just to demonstrate.
Oh yeah. Well, I'll be using it later on with the Cairdeas, but
WT speed it up. Okay, I'll speed it up here. It's just everyone saying hi to each other. Single cask bourbon and Calvados.
Oh, I never heard of that one.
Me either.
Oh. I've in Canada.
Are you in the UK there, Neil, or are you in Canada or the US or somewhere else in the world? I've never seen your name before show up on my live streams, to my knowledge, but you're welcome to join us, of course. And I'm sorry I'm late. I know you probably put that comment up about 10 minutes ago or longer.
Oh, look what he says. Some Scott people dilute to 50% water. Oh, yeah. Well, that's what we were saying about the blender. Yeah.
We probably said that after Greg put the comment up.
or we read it, and took it as ours.
I'm just clicking on them one at a time. I haven't looked ahead. Okay. Yeah. Everyone's saying hello here again. Yep. Okay. I don't know what he's talking about here, but cool.
No, they're half full. At least he didn't say half empty. You see that's
He's an optimist.
That tells a lot already.
He's an optimist. When I've got bottles that are on my bar that are getting empty, I usually have bottles to spare to replace them. There's room for more. I've got room for, I think, 90 bottles on the bar, and when one goes empty, there's always something to replace it. So it's not a problem. It's just that some bottles, I'm fonder of some bottles than others.
Yeah.
And some of them I can almost weep when they're empty. I'm going, oh, that was so good. Like the Port Charlotte MC01, that was just amazing.
I've been looking for that one, actually. Haven't found it yet.
You might not. When you get to this comment, I will have left to go get my haircut. First time since the pandemic.
Lucky man. I'm waiting for my clipper.
You should drink scotch unless you're in Scotland. Oh, I see. That was based on a comment I made, I think, about drinking that stuff called that Mexican stuff. Yeah.
Tequila, right?
Tequila, yeah. All right.
The whiskey friend.
Well, this will be interesting to see what other people are drinking. Neil's in the UK. Yeah, okay. So some things are easier to get there than here in Canada. Your anaconda is coming along pretty good there, Bernie.
Oh, okay. I'm getting used to it, I guess. I like that when you had this video about, could it be about a month ago, when you were you slept over in the close to the smaller distillery on the island?
Oh, that was back the end of January.
Was that far back?
Yeah, before this whole COVID thing started.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, I was up at Shelter Point, and of course, some people like Greg would know exactly what I'm talking about when I mention Shelter Point. That was a wonderful weekend up there. I was just invited, and I was treated like a prince.
You were given a tour as the Quig that you are, meaning in the sense is that the food Quig was visiting, so
yeah.
they had to do the real tour because it was going to be on YouTube.
Oh yeah, and the distillery and the warehouse especially was fantastic. I've still got a couple samples here from a couple casks that I haven't opened yet.
Yeah.
And I plan to do that on one of these Sundays.
Double dropper spoon, a plastic mineral water quart.
Well, fortunately, I don't add water to that many whiskeys. So this, I only discovered this little trick last night. You know, just put a little spoon in there, and you only got a little bit. It's only got, you know, a couple drops in the spoon. I'm going to use these mini Glencairns more often in the future, I'm sure. Yeah, I guess just in case people want to know who we are, I might as well do that.
That's right. Yeah.
And show our names.
So Food Quig needs no introduction. And as we've mentioned a few times, we've been on YouTube together since 2008 at least. It might even be than that. Because I know I've had a channel.
2007.
Yeah, it could very well be, because I had a channel probably in 2006, but I've been making videos probably since 2008, something like that.
And my first channel was in 2006. The first video went up Halloween night, 2006.
Oh, you're earlier. I was commenting. I wasn't making videos. I didn't have a camera then, actually.
Oh, right. I didn't have, I just had a digital camera that happened to shoot video. I didn't have a webcam. I had a Mac Mini, and the Mac Mini didn't come with anything. You have to add a keyboard, add a screen, add everything, and I didn't have a webcam. So there you go. Oh, Carl's with us too. Port Charlotte MRC01 will be discontinued shortly and replaced by OLC01. Yes, I still have a bit of MRC01 left. That's a Marsalic Mouton Rothschild cask.
That is different to Oloroso, of course. So yeah.
I will look forward to getting the OLC as well. And I've had the MC01, which was the Marsala cask, which was also beautiful.
So MR is Mouton Rothschild cask. Wow.
MRC is Mouton Rothschild cask. Yeah. MRC. I mean, I learned that after I tried it as well. So, oh, we got a super chat from Espen Anderson, Norwegian kroner, I think they are. Fantastic. Hi, Quig. Wish I had triple wood cartridge here in Norway, but I'm sipping with you guys with standard Laphroaig triple wood skull. Absolutely. Yeah, Bernie has one of those. I don't, but I have something even harder to come by. This one I brought back from Scotland last year. This is the
Brodeer.
The Brodeer, which is and there's not that much left of it. It's about here. And this is a portwood finish. So that's going to be my next dram. So now you know. I'm still enjoying the Laphroaig 10 immensely. And here we got adding water with a spoon. The Ralfy method. Yes, of course.
Yeah, but Ralfy, he's very generous with the spoon, isn't he?
Well, Ralfy's doing the whole blending thing. He's bringing it down to 25%.
Oh, definitely. I mean, when you look at how much water he puts at times.
But and he was even parodied by Ben Luning.
Oh, but that's quite a while. Yes.
That was fun to watch. And Ben's going, yeah, we have the Laphroaig 10, and you know, he's just heaping it in. He's yeah, okay, well, it needs a little more. Yeah. That was a classic. Here in New Brunswick, the quarantine is basically over. Yeah. The thing is kind of done here too. People are starting to go back to work, and people are starting to drive their cars again and blocking the roads and making life difficult for no reason. Yeah, it's but then some people say, oh, beware the second wave. Oh no, it's coming. Yeah, whatever.
Well, I'm actually quite happy. I was actually quite happy to see the roads so empty.
Yes.
Yeah.
You and me both.
Yeah.
It was easy to get around.
I was impressed actually in that. I mean, I know you don't want to talk about it very long, but still, when I saw how when it started out, you had almost no business.
Yeah.
The first
For
few,
about 2 weeks, yeah.
yeah. I mean, up to the point where it was like, wow. I mean, it's like dead, really dead. And then it went off to the point where you've got too much now.
Well, what happened was all the other taxi drivers decided to take advantage of the money that the government was giving them to stay at home.
Oh.
So, you know, sure, pay me, I'll stay home. They're giving $2,000 checks to people, just like that.
Very nice, very nice.
Yeah, very nice.
Mm.
Does it mean you're earlier than Ralfy? I don't know when Ralfy first started his channel, but my first channel went up on, I started in October, I think, late September or early October of 2006. And I figured out how to I made videos with my camera, but I didn't know that you had to compress them in order for them to fit on YouTube. So it took me about a month to figure out how to compress and to figure out that my computer had an editing program in it. And yeah, those were those halcyon days of the beginning of a career on YouTube.
Yes, and you have several channels. So the Food Quig one is the youngest one of them.
Yeah, but it's the most popular and it's the biggest one now. I only my original channel is still there. Most of the videos are still up unless they've been completely terrorized by copyright infringement. I still get messages now because I use copyrighted music all the time. I'm still getting messages now saying that you know, the soundtrack, the music on your video is owned by UMG, and if there are no problems, your video will stay up, but UMG will put ads on it for their own benefit. I go, fine, you know, my original channel, I haven't really done much with it in a while. And then I had a clone channel because we were challenged to put up a clone channel. I still watch videos from those channels. I just don't produce anything from them anymore.
Yeah.
The taxi vlogs from the Quig channel, which was a spin-off of the original channel.
Yeah.
And this one is also a spin-off. Basically, my ex and I, we would go to restaurants and taste the food and try it. You know, we'd give a simple rating system, up, medium, or down. And that was our simple rating system. And we had fun with that. And, you know, one time I thought I had an Open 14 after we were on a road trip somewhere and we were coming back home and we stopped at a restaurant and I thought I'd have a dram after work, after dinner. And the end of that video was me having a dram of Open 14 and liking it a lot. So things sort of naturally, organically changed to the whiskey tasting channel that is now still called Food Quig, but the focus has changed.
I wonder if the whiskey I was telling you earlier, if it wasn't Balvenie.
Balvenie. Balvenie isn't really known for being heavily sherry, like a sherry bomb.
It might be another one I'm thinking of, but I remember Balvenie as well, but maybe.
Oh, okay. Not Glengoyne.
Maybe for me, then it was a cherry.
Well, you know what? Funny you mentioned that because I was offered a few times to try the Balvenie Doublewood.
It was about. That's what I meant. Yes.
Yeah, and I didn't want to try it because there was sherry in there, and I didn't like sherry because it tasted like wine. And the first time I tried a sherry cask bourbon was a Macallan. I didn't like it. I really did not like Macallan. I said, I'm staying away from that sherry bullshit. And so I did for a long time. And then finally I was watching a video made by some expert. And he was saying, yes, Glenlivet, yes, Glenfiddich, but if you want to really treat yourself, try now the name of
The
try Glenfarclas if you really want to treat yourself. And I got one. It was a West Coast edition. There was a picture of a whale drawn in First Nations style on the bottle. And I tried that, and it was like too much sherry. And I was like, yeah, I don't like this. I drank it anyway. So then when I discovered Glenfarclas 15, that's when the light bulb went on above my head and the whole aha moment. Yes, Glenfarclas 15 was, yes, heavily sherry and also very good.
Yeah, yeah.
Then after that, I tried the Balvenie. And it wasn't that heavy in the sherry department. It was just
You
right.
know, when I think about it, you're right. But like we were talking when we started out drinking whiskey, and there was, hello, hi, hi. When we did start the damn wine castle is marking you. Yeah, that is true. That depending on which wine cask, we were talking about the was it the red spot earlier, or green, the one that you had the
Chateau Montelena.
That's the Zinfandel one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I had the other one, which was the
Chateau Leoville Barton.
The Barton one, yes.
No, the Barton was fantastic.
Barton one was really, really good. And by the way, Barton is Irish, and it became Leoville Barton.
But it's Leoville. I call it Barton because it's Irish.
I know, but I always do the wine because I'm a wine drinker as well. I had the Chateau Leoville Barton. And of course, when I realized it was Leoville Barton, having said that, I mean, I'm seeing that because he's talking about the wine casks here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there was a big difference as far as I was concerned. The Leoville Barton one was really good, and the other one for me was not, really definitely not as good.
No, I share your findings on that completely. Completely.
So where are you at now? Are you finished your Laphroaig, or?
I'm getting to the end of the Laphroaig. There's just a few little bits left in there. And
but you have enough water. You should have more to drink.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a little bit of water now.
Okay, what do we got here? Still have a bottle of PC8 and can't even remember if I had another bottle back in the day. PC8. Oh, wow, that's going back a ways because my first initiation to Port Charlotte was PC11, which I thought was phenomenal. It was just amazing. And then shortly thereafter, I was able to get the PC10. And then I couldn't get Port Charlotte for like a year and a half or almost 2 years. And then the Scottish barley came out, or at least locally, and that was brilliant. And then the Port Charlotte 10 second limited edition. I've been able to get that for like 3 years, and I still have a bottle right there, still full, still in the tin, that I haven't opened yet. That's the second limited edition. That stuff is brilliant.
That was still the old style bottles, right?
Yeah, I got it right here.
The Port Charlotte bottles have changed now, haven't they?
Yeah, I know. The new bottle is like this one here. This is the MRC.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. But the second limited edition is still the old school bottle. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of more Bruichladdich style.
Yeah, well, it's all Bruichladdich, but the thing is, the second limited edition, British Columbia, somebody in British Columbia must have bought a whole bunch of this stuff and had a warehouse full of it and was just releasing it slowly to the public whenever people needed some. Whenever stores would run out, they would order some more, and there was still more to go around. And I picked that one up maybe 6 months ago. I don't know. All right. PC8. Wow. I'd love to try that. Aha, Swami Swab has joined us too.
Ah.
Sup, Twigster. We're supping on whiskey. A lot of whiskeys.
Montreal. I think one has to have a good dram in Montreal right now. You can't get out, can you?
I don't know. I think yeah, Montreal's been hit pretty hard by this whole thing, hasn't it? I think it has. Where are we? Did I lose? Oh, I'm so far behind. Yeah, it's ancient history when you.
Keeping you from doing your job, you know. It's
nice parody indeed. Oh yeah, that was the Ben Reading parody of Ralfy. Who's your guest? Swami, this is my friend Bernie who lives in Switzerland. He's also an expatriate Quebecer as I am. And he's been we've known each other on YouTube for about many years. Let's say about 10 or 12 years.
Yeah.
We've been in contact and watching each other's videos, and you know, one of our mutual interests is whiskey. So, well, because of the time difference, and because we've got busy lives, it's sometimes hard to get together. But this time, he was doing a little unboxing of Laphroaig Cairdeas 2019 Triple Wood, and I thought, hey, why don't we open this together? We're not quite there yet. We're still warming up. How's your Laphroaig? Is it done now?
It is, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm impressed actually that I'm only on the second, you're on the third, but I'm holding up with the Quig. I mean, that is that's already impressive, you know.
Okay, the Laphroaig is done.
Okay. Well, so you're going to go for the Brodier.
That's correct, because I don't have a triple wood in my possession at the moment.
Well, I have what's left here. I don't even know if you can still get triple wood, actually. So
I think you can around here anyway. And this one even has the UK sticker because I bought it in the UK.
Was that for customs or what?
No. I bought this bottle in the UK.
Okay.
I got it in Oban.
Oh, when you went to that whiskey shop over there, or is that it?
Yeah, well, we went to Oban. Our tour went through Oban, and we were able to check out the castle, and we could go to the distillery, and we checked out some whiskeys at the distillery, had a flight at the distillery. And then when I left there, I was waiting for our tour bus to show up, and there was a little whiskey shop.
Mm-hmm.
So I went into the whiskey shop, and I was looking around to see if there was anything interesting. And the guy who runs the shop says, you can't get this stuff on Isla anymore. And of course, my eyes and ears perked up. It's like, ooh, port finish Laphroaig, and you can't get it on Isla? I'm buying you. And that's what happened. And I still have a little bit left.
Oh, so Brodier is a port finish one, yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I got now. This is the Laphroaig Brodier, and there's not much left. And this one was actually bought in the UK.
You know, when you were talking about port finish, I still have that bottle of Clonakilty.
Okay, really?
Which I haven't opened yet.
Wow.
I know. I mean, I've been showing either restraint to be drinking other stuff, but I mean, I should. Hello, yes, salut ami. C'est un type qui vient. Yeah, that's the one. In Montréal, c'est un type qui vient en Suisse nommé Bernie. That's me.
Or Bernard, if you want to get right down to it.
That's right. Yeah, but I'm the Anglo of the family. You know,
the black sheep.
Yes. So.
All right. Merci, Greg, says Swami. And okay.
Oh, well, actually, he's doing our introduction. Thank you, Greg.
Yeah, I know. See, I'm typically behind. This is always the way I do things on YouTube because, yeah, no, he's been exposed to me, so he's learned how to do the Canacana. We're catching up with you all here. We're catching up slowly. We're about 15 minutes behind. Not the end of the world.
Oh. Well, you know something? After the Laphroaig, this actually smells mild.
I'm just getting a lot of port on the nose right now.
Drinking the same thing right now, so yeah.
We're not drinking the same thing, but we're getting close. They're both Laphroaigs, and they're both at 48%.
Yeah.
Just in case you want to know who the hell we are, there it is. Yeah. Okay, we got a comment from Carl.
Ah, yes.
10. Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, he's so right. It is so underrated. Yeah, it is absolute. But you know what? Let's keep it underrated because the price will stay where it is.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Let it stay that way, because that is such a wonderful dram.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we concur with you, Carl, all the way. One day, well, yeah, you know, I'd like to go to Spain too someday. Spain and Italy, that would be fun.
I'm going to have to go to Spain one time. As you know, my daughter-in-law is Spanish, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
but most of her family is around where you are, right?
The family, yeah, they stay around here. Yes, they do. But all her,
extended family.
Extended family, yeah. Her direct family around here, yes.
Well, that's great. I've been seeing your pictures on Facebook and your videos on YouTube, and it's obvious to tell that you're a very proud grandfather.
Could be, yes. Oh yes, absolutely. Yeah. You know,
there you go.
Another thing, it has nothing to do really with whiskey, but my daughter-in-law's dad passed away just before they got married a little bit. So I've kind of taken on, you know, I feel it's like my responsibility almost in responsibility, duty, and pleasure to, you know, like to be like the dad, both sides, you know.
To be the patriarch.
I am in a way, yeah.
Yeah.
And again, it has nothing to do with whiskey, but when they got married, she asked me to bring her to. Well,
yes.
Yeah. And so, you know, big honor. Big honor.
Yeah. You know, sometimes I miss that because I've never had any children or anything like that. Sometimes I miss that particular pleasure, and I probably won't ever experience it. But
well, you know, each one has its own pleasures. You know.
Yeah. Life is like that. You make the best of it, whether you have children or you don't have children. You take the plus sides of everything.
You better have that glass half full.
Like Welsh Toro, yeah.
Exactly. So where are we?
We're with Greg here. First batches of it were really harsh. Okay, I don't know what he's talking about now. Do you?
I'm lost now. Which ones he meant?
I think he was talking about Laphroaig 10. Well, he's responding to Carl.
7 year, 15, 19.
Wait, maybe Carl said something earlier.
I'm lost right now.
No, me too. But, you know, they will probably clarify that eventually. So we'll find out in about 10 or 15 minutes when we get to the clarifying comment. Looking forward to meeting you in those countries. I think you will be coming home when you come here. Yeah.
You know, what's going to be worrying is we're all talking about traveling. Let's just hope we can still afford it.
Well, I plan to travel full time when I retire. If I don't get encumbered by a relationship and stuff, if I'm still by myself, I'm going to get myself a small motorhome.
You've been saying that for many years now.
Yes, I have. And I'm just going to give up my apartment, put everything in storage, whatever, or just put it out on the curb. Here you go. Take it. I'm going to be in my motorhome running on diesel, so it's nice and cheap. Or by that time, it'll be a Tesla, so I can plug it in anywhere.
But you're going to have a trailer, because where are you going to put all the whiskey?
Oh, I plan to downsize. I plan to downsize a little bit. By that time, what I'll be able to afford is like Alberta Premium, and in the States, I'll be able to afford, I don't know, Evan Williams Black Label, and I'll be happy with that.
I was having the other day. The last time I was in Dublin, actually, I was trying some Writer's Tears.
Oh yeah.
And they had me try, because I had just the basic Writer's Tears, and there was the other ones. And we were talking about a good whistle wetting.
Mm-hmm.
I find that is really excellent, actually.
Writer's Tears is very good.
He didn't like it.
He didn't like the Leoville Barton.
We are talking about the red spot here, aren't we?
No, that's a green spot.
Oh, it's green spot. Red spot's another one.
Red spot is one that I have not been able to find yet.
I got it in Dublin. Of course, it's Irish, so I got it.
Yeah. I've had the yellow spot, which is brilliant. I've had 3 green spots. I've had the Leoville. I've had the regular green spot, and I've had the Chateau Montelena, which I still have half a bottle of right here.
The red spot, if ever you can get your hand on it, I would say jump on it.
Well, I'm waiting for it to come here. I might have to wait a while.
So Greg, do you actually mean the green spot?
Yeah, that's the only one.
I suppose so, yeah.
But no, that's the thing. Everyone's palate is different.
Hello.
Oh, he says it here, Leoville. Yeah, that's the one. That's the green spot. That's the only one we know. Oh, is Hillbilly with us too?
He is,
yes. Fantastic. He is. Great. Small world.
Same way. I don't like the Redbreast Lustau that much either, I'll admit. Yeah.
Okay. I have yet to try it. I've got it on the sidelines, and it's going to be coming up soonish.
I don't have it. I've tried it once somewhere, but in Ireland, but not.
No, but okay. I've had the 12 cast strength and the regular 12, which was both excellent.
And I have what I have here of the Redbreast, I might have still the 15, actually. The 15.
I think I have a 15 as well, but I haven't opened that either.
That's really nice.
I always have a lot of whiskey waiting on the side to be opened in the future. This is how I can make 4 videos a week.
Well, you've been getting you had got a lot of samples as well. So
well, now with the COVID, the samples are down. I've got 3 samples left, and I was on live stream last week with Eric, the artist formerly known as Rabbit in Red. Now he's the Malt Muser, and he said he was going to send me a few things. So
okay,
because I sent him some 41-year-old Canadian Club and some Alberta Premium and all kind of Canadian stuff that was hard to find. So he said he was going to send me a few samples. So
I'm curious, actually, a question to Greg. What would be your favorite whiskey in that respect then?
Oh, we'll get to that in 10 minutes.
When will Japanese whiskey be more available?
Oh, I don't know.
I know. I must say, I do not know Japanese whiskey at all. I've probably had once, and that's about it. I know you know it quite a bit more, but still, I mean, it's not. You've had a lot of the Indian whiskey as well. At one point.
I've had Indian whiskey. I've had some Japanese whiskey. I've had a Taiwanese whiskey or 2. Had some French whiskey, some Austrian whiskey, some German whiskey.
Doesn't the Taiwan one start with K? Something
Cavalon,
like that?
Yeah. My problem with Cavalon is the price. It's too damn expensive.
Well, I suppose
it costs too much. It's like Octomore. It costs too much.
Well, it's probably in the case of the Cavalon, maybe to just such small volumes, I suppose.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, yeah, it's true that they do have a large angel share because of the heat.
Probably, yes.
It's true. It's like Indian whiskey, too. They have a large angel share. Japanese whiskey, some of it can be really great. like the Nika coffee malt. I love that stuff. But a lot of Japanese whiskeys are, for the price, they're underwhelming.
Well, it's like the Swiss whiskey. I mean, we've got some that's not bad, but they sell it in smaller bottles, and it's just way too expensive. So, why bother?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there's a comment from Hillbilly. It's a good warm up for me. I just finished my last cup of coffee about an hour ago. We'll be looking into some stronger libation shortly. Way to go, Sanchova. Known some pre-Port Charlotte era, mind you, Food Quig. Some experiments at the time were for me often more interesting than many PCs. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Pre-Port Charlotte. Okay. Yeah, they had some experiments, I'm sure. That was before I got into whiskey, really. I've only been at this since about 2014, 15. Before that, I liked whiskey, but it was not, I wasn't getting into it so much.
What was it called? A Saint-Léger?
Oh, Saint-Léger. I've never had it. I want to try it.
I have to go to Quebec to get that. Where else would
you? So I asked my mother, can you send me a bottle of Saint-Léger? She says, I won't. No, I can't do that. I can't encourage you. Oh, come on, Mom. A bottle of Saint-Léger is not really encouragement compared to what I've got here.
Montreal won't be able to find it, but maybe he doesn't go to places like that.
Well, I asked Malted in Montreal to send me one, but he said it's not worth sending it.
It'll cost way more.
It'll cost more to send it than what the bottle costs. So he says it's not worth it. So I'm stuck. I have to visit Montreal sometime, and I have to get my own bottle of Saint-Léger because nobody wants to send any to me.
When I was a student, our professor would drink JB.
Okay.
And we thought, oh, he's cool. He drinks a lot of whiskey and stuff like that.
JB?
No, I know. I got a bottle in the basement. I tasted it once, and I put it like really low, very far away.
That's like a proper 12.
I just kind of lost all respect for the prophet.
There you go. And Eric Waits here. He visited Chateau Leoville Barton with the Wine Scholar Guild and was surprised to hear Barton pronounced like an American by our guide. Well, it's the correct pronunciation there, Eric.
I know. I mean, but I get what he's saying because I always thought so until I found out he was
Oh, it's a special wine. Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Hold the fort there for a moment, Bernie. I just got to do a squirt. I'll be right back.
Okay. So, you, I'm not controlling the comments right now. So, I guess that while Quig's away, and so we were talking earlier. Some of you are wondering who is this strange guy next to the Quig who's very well known. So I'm living in Switzerland, but I'm a binational, so Swiss and Canadian. Known the Quig for at least since 2008. We've done actually whiskey videos together. We looked at the first one we did probably was in 2014, a Bowmore 10. And we were on Skype each other and holding our camera and taking pictures of one another, basically filming one another and put that online. So yeah, we go a long ways. I am by no comparison. I mean, as far as my knowledge of whiskey goes, to the Quig, but I really do like having a good dram every now and then. And it's really great to be with such a crowd as everybody that's here, because I mean, I see the names of the people on the comments. I mean, these are, I was going to say, part of the whiskey fabric, I think you called it at one time or another. So it's kind of nice to be there with you. And I'm learning a lot actually tonight, just by the comments. Yeah. So Quig told me to hold the fort. So I'm doing my best, right now. So as you can see, I mean, I don't have a wall behind me. For if I wanted to have a wall, I'd have to go down in my basement where all my whiskey bottles are. But doing our best. So somebody was saying, about Léoville Barton. So wait a minute, is the Quig coming? Almost. We were talking about the Léoville Barton or Barton, and it is kind of interesting that there's actually quite a few good wines in France which have an Irish background. There's the Lynch Bage, which is a really nice wine. It also has an Irish background. I think Greg will be able to correct me on that, but at least from what I know, that is also the case. Yeah, so I mean, the Irish have had a lot to do with whiskey, and they've had a lot to do with wine. So there's the Quig coming back. I've held the fort best I could, doing my job.
Did I miss anything?
Well, I've been talking about Lynch Bage, which is a wine which was also from Irish descent,
Oh, okay.
But I mean, I couldn't move the comments, of course, on my side.
I'm sorry. Here, let's go. Oh, we're having a grand old time here. I don't know. I think you are too.
I guess people have to say, since we know each other for so many years, I mean, a few times a year, we just simply have a good old Skype session. We drink whiskey and are on Skype, and we're not making a video of it. So
it's been a while since I've used Skype. I don't think we've done that in a while.
We maybe did a Google Hangout the last time.
Google Hangout, yeah.
Way before, but I mean, so it's kind of like, I guess I'm sorry for all the whiskey people. I mean, I guess we're just kind of like, doing our thing and maybe not talking about whiskey as much as you usually do on you.
Oh, well, no, that's fine. We're talking about whiskey and other things that come to mind. It's a free consciousness thing. It keeps going. It's like one of the best times was when we actually met for lunch.
Yeah, having a smoked meat at Chenoise.
At Chenoise on Boulevard Saint-Jean in Dollard-des-Ormeaux.
And where was that place that we went after and got pissed?
We went to Brasserie La Résidence.
Well, that was yes.
Which was right around the corner from Pierrefonds Comprehensive High School, where I got my what do you call those? My high school diploma. Yeah.
If you remember, I had my sister that came over, so that I was with my wife and my mom. You were with your mom.
Yeah. Well, somebody had to drive, right?
Hmm?
Somebody had to drive.
Exactly. She was the designated driver, which we definitely needed.
Yeah.
Who was your designated driver?
My mother.
Was she still driving then? Or she still is?
She still has a driver's license that's valid now.
Good for her. Good for her.
She's 85 and she still has a valid driver's license, but she's scared of backing the car out of the garage because the cars go by so fast on the street that she's scared that she might get hit.
Oh, okay.
So I asked her just yesterday, I said, Mom, do you think maybe it's a good idea to just forget about driving? Because, you're so scared that you're probably going to make a wrong move and, something will go bad. And she says, well, it's okay now because your sister has her driver's license back and she can drive. Okay, so now my sister can drive and take her where she wants to go. So Mom's car sits in the garage and just waits there with the trickle charger on.
Yes.
Just so that if she should ever want to drive it, she can always get in there and turn the key and vroom,
Oh, yes. Okay.
But she drives it so infrequently that it needs a trickle charger to keep it alive.
So where are we on those comments now?
I'm moving ahead. You're just about to watch a taxi vlog. Oh, okay. Yeah, I did put one up yesterday, I think, yeah.
Yes, you did.
What COVID-19? I don't know. Business as usual for me. Josh Peters on tonight. Yeah, I think I'm going to watch that. I saw your announcement. I think it was this morning. I'm going to have a look. So, yeah, we'll be off the air by the time that you're doing that.
Yeah, we're getting up to what everybody has wanted to be.
Yeah, we're getting up to the main event here. Oh, yeah, Swami, you'll see me there. Don't you worry. And here we got Welsh Toro saying, bravo, Eric. It's been far too many years since I visited Spain, to my shame. I've never been there, but I heard it's great. France. Okay, France. I haven't visited either one, so there you go. June 2015. What was I doing in June 2015? I forget.
They're synchronized.
Oh, you mean us? Or them?
Somebody.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Well, we've got a lot of shared history. You know, we're both from the same. If you're talking about us, we're from the same part of the world, basically, and we're both had the experience of not being there anymore.
That's right.
But we still have roots back there.
That's where most of the family is. You know, that's his. You know.
Well, you know, two-thirds of my family is still there, and there's only 3 of us. So there you go.
Yeah. Okay, Montreal's here. See Rose here. Yeah, it is true. Actually, southern Tuscany is beautiful.
Well, it's a lot more accessible to you than to us.
Yeah, I haven't been for many years either.
When you were 5, that doesn't count. No, I went to Austria when I was 2. That doesn't count either.
You just don't remember anything.
No, but I remember when I was 15.
You know, do you remember Austria or the Austrian girls or both?
Austria. I remember being there and seeing it, and the girls were pretty. But I was 15, and I had my parents and my sister around, so what could I do?
Well, you know.
And now the same Austrian girls would look at me and say, "You old goat, forget about it."
Well, you know, with that beard, I mean, you'd be very rockabilly now, you know. So
yeah, well, as long as it, you know, it's I guess a fashion or a style at the time. It is what it is. I got Russian girls still writing to me. They want to come here and start a family, and I'm going, I don't want to start a family now. Why didn't you talk to me 30 years ago?
Well, you know, it might be the same Russian girls are 30 years older, you know.
Yeah, but if they're 30 years older than they were then, there's no way you could start a family.
No.
I've been there and done that already. Oh, this is going into different pathways, I suppose you could call it.
Calabria.
Oh, Calabria. So you're a Calabrese. Excellent. It's where my family's from. Yeah, excellent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, we are so freaking far behind now. Green Spot. That's okay. What we're talking about. Chateau Leoville Barton. Yeah, that's the one. Love their Yellow Spot. I concur with you. Their Yellow Spot is a brilliant whiskey. I don't have any at the moment because that stuff disappears real fast here too.
I still have some downstairs. Yeah.
No, that's all gone. I got some Shadow Montalino left, but I'm not really quick on grabbing it. I've got a few other Irish things like some Powers, John's Lane, and John's
Lane is really nice.
It's very nice. I just opened it up for the first time last night.
Now that is one of those that I will. I have problems getting it here, and I know that when I go to Ireland, that's going to be one of the bottles I'll be bringing back.
Well, I can't get it here. I had to get it down in Washington State last time I was down there.
Oh, pity. Okay.
And it was a toss-up between getting some Chivas 18, which I really like, for 18-year-old blend. The Chivas 18 is wonderful. I was going to get that, but then I saw the Powers John's Lane for about the same price, and it's 46% rather than 40%, and it's 12 years old rather than 18. Okay, 12 years old, fine. You know, it's the 6% more that just sold me on it.
I get that, and the John Lane is, as far as I'm concerned, is a cut above. But the Chivas 18, can't you get it over there?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. Because over here, that is one thing, that 12 and the 18, no problem. We can get that.
12 anywhere, but the 18
12 is
on Vancouver Island. I have never seen the 18.
okay, because I don't have any 12, but I've got a bottle of 18.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yellow Spot is nice, but I don't find it's worth the.
Does it cost that much?
It's not cheap, Bernie.
Wow.
It's about 130 here. Yeah.
Okay. We have less taxes, I guess. It must be that.
Yeah, you have less taxes. We're taxed out in and out the yin yang here in Canada, unless you're in Alberta or was it Nova Scotia?
Yeah, but I agree. I mean, if I had to pay 140 for it, I'd probably think twice. Yeah.
Yeah. And Greg's Whiskey Guide says all personal taste. Nobody's right or wrong here. There is the magic of whiskey life. Otherwise, we'd be in a bad situation. Shortage of whiskey, we all love at the same time. Yeah, exactly. It is all personal taste. There is no right answer or wrong answer.
Perfect comment. Yeah.
They're just answers. They're all opinions. They're all what you get, what I get, what we get. It's all different. That's the beauty of it. It's like, really? That's what you think of that? Or you got that much out of it? I got nothing out of that. How did that happen?
I mean, I will not go to battle and die on that hill.
Oh, no. It's like people shooting each other over Ford or Chevrolet. It's like stupid.
Red Spot's too expensive. It is expensive, yes.
It may be expensive, but still, it's a data point. It's something for me to try, even if something is expensive.
When he says my regular Irish is Powers John Lane, though, I would concur completely. It is a beautiful one. The Red Spot, what Welsh Toro is saying, yes, it is very expensive. I remember I was discussing, when you go, if you get in Ireland, the people are very friendly. So when I go there for business, by the way, that's how come I'm often in Ireland. But and yes, the Red Spot was way more expensive than the others. But he told me, he says, you do it once. Basically, he said, do it once. And he was right. I mean, I did not regret it. I mean, I won't buy it all the time, but
no, I would buy expensive. I do the same thing. I buy expensive whiskeys once. Yeah. And if something is a repeat purchase, it's usually cheap and good. And how many of those are there? I got one right here. Here it is. Cheap and good.
Well, yeah. I mean, by far. I mean, that is.
This one, too, is reasonable and good.
Yeah, the Deanston is really nice, yes.
This one here is unobtainium right now. And we're down to one last.
So here we are. So
are we ready yet? Is this it? Is this the one on the? Yeah, I think.
I'm going to change my Glencairn.
Absolutely, I'm going to get a clean one.
Exactly, I had a clean one just for that. Yeah,
me too. Right here it is.
So here it is. That's my. It's also my Laphroaig one.
Now this one is the Comox Whiskey Festival. Rotary International. Yeah. My phone is making noise.
Something's making noise. It's your phone, maybe?
My phone in the other room. Damn thing is loud. They're going to leave a message. You know who I think it is?
I have a good idea.
You have a good idea. Well, there you are. Who else would call me?
I'm not going to mention names. But
here we are.
Question, Bernie. I've answered it to my website. I'll answer this. My favorite distillery is Port Ellen. Tried 36 different bottles so far. Springbank. I was going to say, from what you've written there, Springbank is one of my favorites. Yeah. I really do like Springbank, but I am by far not as diverse yet in what you've written there. But
from my perspective, Port Ellen, I've never had Port Ellen. It's a defunct distillery, by the way, from Islay. They don't make it anymore, but they're going to be coming back on stream in the near future. They're going to open up again. They've been mothballed. Yoichi, I've never tried. Brora, I've never tried. Kurizawa, I've never tried. Springbank, I have had. I've had the 12 and the 15.
I have the 15 now.
Yeah, 15's good.
Yeah, I really liked it. But you know something? I like what Greg says. It is a tough question because we evolve, and you know, I was going to say the wine. The whiskey you had 2 years ago, which was your favorite, would not be your favorite today, probably.
Probably not. Well, here we go.
Okay, so here we go.
Oh, you're ahead of me now. You got the bottle out already.
I got the bottle out, but
Okay,
I mean, I'm gonna need all the Quig savoir faire because I know that now we're supposed to go into the tasting and everything.
Oh, look, I got another one of these.
Yeah, I took it out of the bottle. I took it out before, yes. But I've got to look because I've got my little plot of land somewhere. Yes.
Yeah, I got my little plot of land too.
Okay, so let's see how it.
All right. Well,
up. Oof, not very.
Oh, I think I can better that.
I think you can because it wouldn't be very difficult.
Okay, first I've got to peel the little thing. Even though I did trim my fingernails not long ago, I was able to get this little tab off and the foil off the top. Very nice. Okay, here, slowly, gradually.
Oh my, that was good. I feel like wimp. Okay.
All right. What do we got here? We got Kevlar is too expensive. Yeah, of course it is. It's yeah.
Okay.
It was something to try once, and I'm going, okay, I spent $350 on crap.
Now we got to remember this is a cast strength. Up to now, we haven't had a cast strength. I mean, this evening.
No, not yet.
Albeit, what was your Laphroaig in percentage? The one before was 48.
Yours.
Okay, so we're like 10% higher.
Oh gosh. Okay, here we go. Oh, well, that's a generous dram.
Yeah, right. Actually, I was going to say I think the Quig is definitely more generous. If you want to go drinking with the Quig. He gives more, I think.
Well, this is kind of going to be an official. Let's check our legs here. Do you see any? I don't know.
Yes. Let me see. Can you? Let me try and get it.
Oh, they're tiny and slow to form on that ridge. Oh yeah! Look at that.
There are legs on mine, definitely. I don't know if you can see them on the. They're like just over the half part. I mean the.
Mine are just starting to run down now.
No, there's definitely legs.
Yeah. Oh, they're just starting. They're just. Oh man, this is going to be viscous. 65%. That is high.
No, 59. 59.
Was it 59?
59.
Oh, I was mixing that up with another one that was at 60.
There are others that have more. This is not such a,
I was thinking of the.
Oh, but you know something?
Alberta Premium Cast Strength. I was just looking at that box today, and it's like 65.6%. I'm going, wow.
This is so disappointing in a way. I'll tell you why.
Okay.
It's just missing 0.5% that you could use it as a disinfectant. Isn't that bad? I mean, we were talking about that at work, and I said to somebody, I said, the day that I'm going to have a whiskey that could be used as a disinfectant, I'm going to drink it. I am not going to.
Yeah, but you're the expert in that. I didn't know that. So 60% is the cutoff.
60% is what the World Health Organization puts as the cutoff.
Right.
Now wait a minute.
Swami Swab says the shipping is $60. The bottle costs $22. Laughing my fucking ass off.
It's almost the other way around, actually. The
We're
bottle
talking Saint Leger.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, was it?
He got back to us on that.
Oh, jeez.
No, I understand where you're coming from, Swami. It only makes sense. And it sucks. That's why I want to try it. I had proper 12 last night. And I gave it what it was worth.
Now tell me, how does it go for your nose? Because I mean, it's kind of like, for the moment, I'm not getting all that much out of it.
I got some wood.
Yeah.
I'm getting creosote.
Now I'm getting, as you say, the wood.
And I get a creosote. I don't know about you, but creosote is definitely there.
I think that, yeah, okay. The smell I'm getting, not quite tar. I guess that is what you would call. Yeah, it's what you're calling the creosote. Yeah.
Kind of that oily creosote bush, desert. The stuff that my dad used to put on the deck when I was a kid. He had these great big.
Now we have, right. So what we have over here is you can buy, well, you used to be able to. Now they say they poison you. We used to be able to buy railroad ties.
Yes.
And they would smell a bit like that.
Okay.
Now
I'm beginning to get a bit of citrus too. Gonna let it sit for a bit and go through some comments while I do that.
Yeah, good idea.
Quig time. Yeah. Did you try the sherry cask mature 48%? Okay, he's talking to Swami here. Yes, Greg says Swami. And crazy fees indeed. Okay. Oh, Walleghem is back. Okay, fantastic. Or he was back. How long ago? 20 minutes ago, 23 minutes ago. Yay! I need to try the Vigno Barrique. Oh, are we talking Cavalan? Yeah. Well, it probably cost a whole fortune. Well, she says, Greg's Whiskey Guide, all too expensive now. Basically, any age statement. The Miyagikyo. Oh, they're talking Japanese here. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Konnichiwa. Yeah. Yeah. Domo arigato. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That's our Shogun Japanese is coming out here.
Yeah, Shogun Japanese.
Moi, je trouve super un peu cher, mais l'écrase tous les Macallan contemporains en dessous de 400 €. Pour moi, du vrai sherry. Okay, interesting.
Oh.
Have you tasted it? No?
First sip.
Okay.
I just grabbed for it and I just thought I'd have it. Wow. That's only the first sip though. I'm going to have to nose it some more. And
well, I'm getting a little bit of a burn.
Yeah, it's burning. It's strong. It might need a bit of water. But I'm going to have a second sip before I start to add water.
Yeah. Let's see what other comments.
It's now called the whiskey washcloth. Okay, I don't know what these guys are talking about now, but we're so out of sync right now.
Doing well, Bernie. I don't know on what, but
okay.
The whiskey enema. Is that what we're going to get?
This is Eric, don't forget. All right. Let's continue on.
Chateaubriand was also, okay.
Yeah, well, there you go. And we're going back to Leoville.
Yeah, and Chateaubriand is a very nice wine, actually.
Yeah. I'm not so much into wine, but all good.
It's very nice, yes.
Let's go on.
Lynch Baj, yes, here he says, the founder was from Galway.
Okay, yeah. Now you know. There's a big Irish connection in wine here.
Yeah. Wait, no better wine than me, to be honest, except for this pronunciation. So, yeah, okay. Yeah.
DDO, my old neighborhood. That's where we went for Chinois and the.
Yes.
But the residence is not in DDO. It's in Pierrefonds. So we started in DDO at the Chinois on Boulevard Saint-Jean, and then we went down towards the Résidence, which is actually in Pierrefonds.
There's a Chinois on the South Shore now. I don't know if it still is.
Yes, there is, and there's one in Laval as well.
Oh, okay.
In fact, I went to the one in Laval. There were some guys that I worked with at Steinberg's, if you remember Steinberg.
Yes.
We all worked at Steinberg, and we went to a party in Laval, and it was the only time I ever tried cocaine. And I didn't get the high, but I came down really low, and I was really hungry, so I went from the party that was right there to the nearby Chinois and had some smoked meat, and then I went back to the party. We're talking like, man, 38 years ago or something like that.
Yeah.
I was like 18 or 19 years old. It's like totally weird experiences. Thank you very much, Swami, for bringing that back to me.
Cool, you guys talking French.
Oh, bien sûr, pas de problème.
Si vous voulez, on peut, mais parce que ça c'est tout le monde va se rendre compte qu'on a l'accent québécois quand même un petit peu, hein?
À la prochaine.
Oh,
my old hood, yeah. That's the thing. Swami and I, we both grew up in DDO, but about 15 years apart. So I grew up in DDO, and he grew up in DDO 15 years after I did, which is kind of weird because it was the same part of DDO as well. We were in West Park, right near the Pierrefonds border, and I think he was up in West Park. I don't know. Maybe Swami can clarify that. Give me your address. My address is 121 Beechwood in Dollard des Ormeaux. And my mother still lives there to this day, and so does my sister. The Waste Island, yes. The Waste Island, all right. When I was going to Vanier College, there was a performer. His name was Chris Elliott. And Chris Elliott would do parodies, and he was kind of like a small-scale Weird Al Yankovic or Bowser in Blue. Bowser in Blue would be a real Montreal. Anyway, this guy Chris Elliott would like use a saw to play the violin or whatever, and he was talking about the Waste Island and however everyone on the Waste Island says, "Oh, really?" Like when they go to the college there, John O'Butt, John O'Butt. It was called John Abbott, but they called it John O'Butt because it was way at the end of the island. Here we go. Suburbs outside of Montreal. Exactly, correctly. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
The old stomping grounds.
But I have to say, wouldn't go back.
I go back to visit. Yeah.
Yeah.
But not to live there. Oh. This doesn't need any water. This is just brilliant. There's a lot of creosote.
Having that, yes, but having had it, wait a while and oxidize a little bit or something, and it was like.
There's a bit of a citrus note coming in.
Go
ahead.
I was going to say, I've got the tasting notes here. You can tell me when you want me to read them, and I'll tell you.
Not yet.
I know, and I'm not read them yet myself. I printed them.
I have them too. They're on here.
Well, you see, I wanted to be certain because I don't have your magnifying glass with me.
Oh, fair enough.
So I printed them out.
Okay. All right. Let's go on with the comments a little bit.
Okay, do hoarding all the TP on the island. What was the TP just meant?
TP. Wait a minute. I'll get it eventually.
Triple, no.
I don't know.
No.
Oh, the TP. I'm really bad with abbreviations. I'll tell you that right now. I'm really bad with shortening things and abbreviations and anagrams or whatever you call them. The TP. Oh, toilet paper.
Oh, yes, of course. Yes.
You know something? I bought back in February. I bought a big package of Cottonelle. It had 6, 12, 24 rolls. 24 double rolls. This was in February. I still have 5.5 rolls left.
Well, there you are. You're a good guy.
I haven't been affected by this toilet paper thing at all. Not one least little bit. So I don't know what all the fuss is about.
Someone told me, a French person told me once, that the Quebec people have an obsession with, well, I'll explain it differently.
Go ahead.
If you live in Quebec, we live in PQ, Province de Québec. Okay. Now, PQ in France is papier cul. Toilet paper. So when once I came here, somebody said, "Where do you come from?" And I didn't think about it. I said, I just said like that, PQ. And he kind of laughed. He says, "You come from the asshole of where?" And I said, "Wait."
Well, why didn't you just say QC?
Didn't think of it. And then,
because when you write a letter and you put down the province of Quebec, you don't put PQ anymore. You put down QC point.
You're right. And then now the government in Quebec right now is the CAC, which is like in France, you would say, what? CAC? Like, yeah, it's the CAC, it's the caca, you know, and again,
the shit.
So they said, what is this obsession in Quebec, you know, with toilet paper? And I said, I don't know. I said, it just happens to come out that way.
Sometimes I found the key.
Anyway, sorry about that, but it was because we both come here. It's kind of an inside joke, I guess.
It's all inside jokes. Ex-Quebecers got full of them. Okay. Le dernier.
Le dernier live.
En date de Tomatin. Tu comprendras à Montréal, ça va te plaire. Surtout mes questions, laughing out loud. La médaille en prend un coup.
Okay, sounds interesting. So we have to go to a Tomatin webpage, I suppose. Sorry, the YouTube page, I suppose. I'm not.
Now, La Médaille, would that be referring to the guys in Texas there who do their Whiskey Tribe thing?
Oh, I guess Greg will have to tell us.
Yeah, we'll find out. I don't know, because I don't watch those guys, and I find them really tiresome. But anyway.
Pas de souci, Greg. So Malta de Montreal is well versed. Okay. Yeah.
There you go. Oh yeah, he knows his shit.
An old goat, but the Duke of Alba is important.
Sancho.
I'll drink to that.
Wow.
You know, we've been going for 2 hours.
I took a slightly larger pull on that than I was gonna.
Let me do it.
But
you know,
I overwhelmed myself because I got a lot of wood. I got a lot of creosote.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying? It's like
I did. You know, when you kind of breathe it in.
Yeah.
And got it going all over my. Oh my goodness! Wow.
That is potent.
Oh yeah.
I think it needs.
We will put the water.
Water, yeah.
Yeah, but that was impressive.
Yeah, that is strong.
Okay, I've got.
Okay, let's do this here.
So I've put a whole teaspoon right now. Maybe that would.
Okay, me too. Done. I can always pour another later.
What I want to see.
Sorry for the non-English rant. Pas de problème, Greg. It's okay.
C'est bon, hein, Greg? On peut parler en français si tu veux.
Il n'y a pas de problème. Ça marche. C'est bon. And first Phil is here from Scotland. Fantastic.
Oh, what a great.
When I was in the UK, we went for an evening to the Bon Accord in Glasgow. And we must have had, I don't know, 6 or 7 drams. And we took turns buying whiskey. He started me on one, then I got one, then he got one. And we introduced each other to whiskeys that we had never tried before. And it was a fantastic evening we had back there. I would love to do that again.
Oh, yes.
Next time I'm in Glasgow. Slancheva.
Well, actually, Glasgow is not so far away, you know.
Not for you.
For me. Yeah.
I could probably get a plane from Vancouver to Glasgow rather than going through London next time. Should there be a next time, I got to save some money here. But we're not allowed to travel now anyway, so it doesn't matter. I think the next place I'm going to travel is back to Montreal just to get some Saint Leger.
Well, at least you could put it in your suitcase. And I mean, anyway, you've paid half of the trip just by postage.
Yeah. And
Ski guy loves a rant.
Please translate. Oh, you could probably apply Google Translate to the rant. But that's a lot of work, I guess.
You could put the translate on here. Let me see.
Excited by the new Blue Spot 7-year-old. What is that? Oh, that's beyond the red spot?
I never heard of that one. That is interesting.
Yeah, well, someone like Greg, he's on top of the latest, greatest stuff that hasn't come out yet.
Oh, wow. Well, you know something? That'll be one of my next ones. And the next time, of course, the way things are going over, I probably won't be in Ireland before the end of the year. But
and the way things are going, it might not get here until 2 years from now, because the new stuff that everyone's doing on YouTube, like in the States and in the UK, is stuff that hasn't come here. And if it comes here like 6 or 8 months later, or never at all.
But if there is a new Blue Spot, I will get it for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Go take a nap later, fellas.
Okay, Slancheva Swami, have a good night. If you haven't, you're probably sleeping already.
He's an early nap. I don't know. He's like a 7:20.
Well, if this was a work day for me, I would be sleeping at this moment as well.
I mean, I don't know what he does for a job, so I mean, it's
Swami right now. He's, I think he's still social distancing, staying at home because he was working in the food industry.
Okay, so
he was a restaurant manager, if I recall.
Mm-hmm.
So
he's right now. There's no restaurants in Quebec now for the moment.
There might be some takeout, but I don't think the restaurant he worked at was a takeout kind of place.
We've opened the restaurants now, but it's rather complicated.
Yes.
Powers John Lane is wonderful, definitely.
Whiskey, yeah, we've all agreed on that one. That is a wonderful whiskey. And I just had the neck pour last night, so I think it's going to get better than what I've tasted already, and I thought it was already phenomenal. Too long now to do. Sorry, we'll have to talk in another context. Okay, okay.
Yeah, he was right. It was also kind of private. I agree. I'm sorry about that, but yeah.
Okay. Anyway, they will see each other tomorrow. Very good. First, Phil, where in Scotland are you? Okay. He's in Glasgow, for all I know. But he's probably answered that already. Who is paying for the bar tab?
Yes,
yeah, pretty much. Good call, yeah.
Glasgow area. Oh.
Yeah, and when I was there on that visit, to Glasgow. I went to Glengoyne with Whiskey Jason. And then Whiskey Jason and I went to Deanston, where we met up with Roy Aquavite.
With Roy, yeah, there.
Roy, yeah. If anyone is the king of live streams, it's got to be him.
He makes some nice ones, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Some good ones. And cheap and good is good. Yeah, absolutely. What's Cindy got to do with this? I don't know. Let's find out.
Well, she's the one at the end of the Food Quig video, so I guess she's.
Oh yeah, she's in every video. She's at the end. They're two Leoville, and they are historically related. Leoville Barton and Leoville Poiferré.
Yes, he's right. Yeah, and they're both good. And they're both. And you know, I might have actually in my basement. I might still have a bottle of Leoville Poiferré.
Ah.
Yeah, Barton is more affordable. Really? Oh, maybe somebody gave it to me.
Wow. This is.
I haven't tried it yet, actually, since the water.
You haven't tasted it with water yet?
No.
I'm getting salty. I'm getting salty. I'm getting espresso coffee. I'm getting.
I get the salty.
Yeah.
Okay, the espresso coffee is just come in, but just at the end of the tongue.
Yep.
Yeah, just at the end of the tongue. And the caramel, maybe not quite caramel, but kind of like toffee.
Yeah, there's a toffee. Yeah, I'm getting a toffee note too.
It's strange how I could say that. Just a bit further on the tongue than the coffee. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to have to pour a second dram of this because it is. And it fills the mouth. My whole tongue is tingling.
There is a big difference now with the water. I wonder if I maybe put a little bit too much, though.
Well, you're supposed to put 2 times the water to 1 time whiskey.
I just don't get why they wrote that. No.
Okay.
Port Ellen is supposed to be restarting 2020.
Yep.
Oh, okay. It's a Diageo. Okay.
Diageo, yeah. But not Kurizawa. I'm looking forward to trying some Brora and some Port Ellen, some 10, 12 years from now.
What's his name? Ralfy was talking about Port Ellen a while back.
I'm sure he was.
It's just because I'm realizing. Let me see.
Carl's talking to Greg, saying he's got a very expensive taste. Yeah, no kidding. How many times can we be FOL?
FOL. Falling? I don't know what FOL is.
I don't know. You'll probably explain that to us at one point. Okay. And
yeah. So if he's a 20-year, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what happens with time. I mean, the Quig pop. That must have been when I opened the bottle. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was a big difference in my pop.
Yeah, but you're at a higher altitude than I am.
Well, we'll accept that explanation.
I think that's got to be the reason.
Got to be 71% ABV. Ooh, I've never had that.
Which one? I don't know. I missed that.
Some of these cards are very thin and not always bold as we should want.
This is not thin.
No, I wouldn't say it was thin, no, because he wrote very, very thin.
This one, with 1 spoon of water, is just perfect. It's salty. It's got the creosote. It's got the espresso coffee. To me, it's not really complex, but it's very tasty.
But he's right in one thing, is that it's not extremely complex as what you would almost expect, when you put as you would say so often in your videos, when going for the second layer, there's something there, but you don't feel that there's much more. I don't know if it's
oh, this is just covering my tongue. It's beautiful whiskey. Oh, let's see what else have we got here.
You have a lot of delay. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm slow. Please do not translate. Fair enough. Okay.
Okay.
Still back. Okay. We're gonna get there eventually. A lot of delay, man. I'm not as fast as you guys. We're talking about what we're doing. O'Brien is O'Brien. There you go.
I guess he's right. Yeah.
Funny how they changed many of these names to make it sound French. Well, Hein in Cognac didn't even think of it, but it's produced in France. I don't know either, Greg, why people got crazy about toilet paper. Like I said, it hasn't affected me at all. One day everything was fine. The next week there was nothing on the shelves, and there was nothing on the shelves for like 6 weeks. But I just happily went through my package of toilet paper, and I still got 5 rolls left. So it might be a couple of weeks before I have to buy another package, and there's plenty in the stores now.
Well, here in Switzerland, the first 2 weeks we did kind of run out of toilet paper, and then they actually made a thing on the news saying, "People, we've got enough in the warehouses. Just stop buying it as soon as we put it on the, in the stores."
Yeah.
And when people calmed down, they realized that we had more than enough toilet paper.
The part that bothered me the most was frozen vegetables.
Oh.
The frozen vegetables all disappeared from the shelves at the same time. Fortunately, I had bought 4 weeks supply of frozen vegetables just before that happened. So I was okay. I could have my frozen vegetables, put them in the microwave, and they were ready so that I could put the meat on top and have dinner.
So you're good. You were good.
I did well through the whole thing. I had to substitute a few items for others that I would normally get, but for the most part, I didn't suffer.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what you did that was brilliant there, Bernie.
I don't know. I'd like to know.
It was a while back.
We are enjoying it.
Yes, I think I'm going to pour a second.
I think I will as well. Yes.
Really
enjoying this. Please tell me what I did was brilliant. It's kind of nice.
Well, it'll take 15 minutes till we get there.
You're not, dude.
Okay. Vancouver, Toronto, Glasgow, WestJet. Yep. Exactly.
We're talking about the thinness of some port finishes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, you're talking about the
Yeah.
Did I catch up? I've caught up.
Oh my goodness. We must have been so boring and people have stopped commenting.
I can't believe this.
Okay.
We've got 10 people watching, and this one is 4 minutes ago, talking about the thinness of some port finishes. Okay, port finishes. I think there was a port finish Cairdeas, but I've never had it. No, we're done with the delay there, Greg. We've caught up. I can't believe we've done so. This is a miraculous moment, folks. This is something special.
Excuse me. I am going to take a bit of water, and I'm going to probably pour a second dram.
By all means, I think I'm going to do the same. But I'm good for water. I got a jug. The problem with water for me is emptying it out.
No, I've got it here in my pint glass. It's a generic pint glass. It comes probably from my hotel in Ireland last time.
This one came from the trunk of a taxi, so there you go.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, look, they're commenting again. No rest for the wicked. It's now 2:30 p.m. Pacific. Yeah, 2:31 here. Yeah, I'm still on the same time zone as you, Eric. And here, hi everyone, says Gerard LP. I had my wedding anniversary yesterday, and I opened Glenfiddich Product XX and loved it. Yeah, that was good whiskey.
You know, though, maybe it's a question of this is such a nice dram, but would you believe at first that it's 59? You know, I mean, I've had some that are, you know, it would burn your. I was going to say it would burn your throat out, and this doesn't.
This drink's nice for a 59.5.
Yeah.
Although I do get slight little instances of losing my voice. Okay. Highly recommended. Fantastic. Yeah, no, that's a good whiskey.
It is.
A lot of the Glenfiddich projects are excellent and interesting. 2013 Portwood is phenomenal. Oh, if I could only get that. That was before I got into whiskey heavily. I was drinking, well, before I pour another, I'm going to finish this one. Oh.
You're enjoying it.
Oh, this is so good. It's briny. It's coffee, espresso, hint of chocolate. It's like I said, it's not complex, but it's delicious.
You see, now this, everybody, this is exactly why we watch Food Quig. He closes his eyes and he just basically dreams. And there it is. There is the exact expression of what we would want to say, but we don't know how.
Wow. What a dram.
Oh. So you want me to read the nose now?
The nose?
Yeah, I mean the notes.
Oh, the notes.
The nosing notes, the body, the finish.
Nosing notes and tasting notes and little lambs eat ivy.
So they talk about polished leather and tobacco leaves. I didn't get.
I can see that.
Yeah. With spicy lemon and clementine zest. Well, you mentioned the citrus, remember?
There was a citrus, yeah.
Subtle notes of golden syrup. There was a little bit of the honey thing and rich heather.
A little.
A rich heather honey with autumn leaves. I like the way they often put things. It's very poetic. Hazelnuts. I didn't get the hazelnuts, no.
I talk to the trees, but they don't listen to me.
No, but vanilla fudge, I got that. Yeah, the vanilla, at least the fudge a bit. I don't know about the vanilla so much, but...
yeah, there's some fudge intermingled there with the espresso that I'm getting.
But what they did say here, they're saying in a touch of white pepper. There was a bit of pepper when we got the espresso, the coffee bit.
I have to try this again. Pepper
and nutmeg. Now, nutmeg could have been a bit of the spice. I don't know, but dried chamomile flowers, I didn't get that. And a touch of passion fruits. Now, of course, that might be with twice as much water.
Yeah, 3 or 4 times as much water. But yeah, okay. It's a stretch, but it's there.
Yeah.
Mostly what I'm getting, well, I've said it already, is brininess and espresso.
Yeah.
That's mostly what I get.
The espresso,
and I have it neat. It's neat right now.
The espresso was there without a doubt. And then, the finish, sweet, long with caramel and spicy, buttery fudge. Now, like when I was saying when I breathed it in, that was a real experience.
Yeah.
the palate sweet with rich toffee, and they're talking about dates and maple syrup. Did you get maple syrup? I didn't get maple syrup.
No. What you got to do is get some of that stuff called sortilège.
Yeah.
That's Canadian whiskey with maple syrup infused.
Oh,
I've never tried it myself, and I don't want to.
look, I've got some of those stuff that you can buy in fairs here.
Oh yeah.
The Canadians sell. You might as well just take maple syrup and pour a little bit of alcohol in it. That's about what it is. You know, it's really a waste of, more or less a waste of money.
22:35 here and still light enough to read.
Oh.
Just. Yeah, but you're okay. In northern Scotland, I think.
Yeah, must be quite high. Oh my goodness! So that nose, I'm still neat. Are you neat still?
Yep. Neat for the second time.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's a beautiful experience. This one is.
It is. I'm gonna put this away.
The part that makes me sad is that I can't get it anymore. It was like it sells out the first day when they have that premium spirits release. It sells out immediately because we only get a few bottles here.
Well, I mean, it's a bit like, well, you missed it this year. I mean, your whiskey festival.
No, I was at the whiskey festival.
Oh, wait a minute. Did you? Which one did you?
Back in January, we had the Victoria Whiskey Festival.
Oh, I thought you bought. I thought there was something that you missed out on.
No, and then there was the second. There was another whiskey festival up in Comox when I went to. I went to the distillery at Shelter Point.
Oh, so okay, so you didn't miss out on anything then.
Oh, but I did.
No.
There was a BC whiskey festival of whiskeys made only in BC in Vancouver. That was canceled.
Oh, that was that one, because I remember you mentioning something was canceled.
That was canceled, and there was one the one in Duncan, just like an hour's drive up the road from here. That was the Cowichan Valley Whiskey Festival was not canceled, but it was postponed till next year.
Okay.
So the ticket that I bought for this year will be good next year.
Okay. That was probably it then.
Yeah. I haven't, but the one that I wanted to try was the one in Vancouver where it was all BC whiskeys from all over British Columbia, and the one up in Whitehorse, Yukon, the two brewers was going to be there too. And I thought, I had the tickets bought. I even got the hotel room booked for and everything. And I was looking forward to that very much. And then like a week before it was going to happen, they said, canceled, you're done. So, okay, give me my refund, please. You know.
How are we on the comments?
Oh, we got a few more. Look at that. There's Eric. Wait, need to head out. Always remember to flush twice. Yeah, and brush in between. A long way to go to get to Washington, D.C. Okay. And Carl says, apparently not to Greg. What did Greg say? Greg said, okay, all right.
He's talking about the IPA cast finish, color and taste. Is that in the Glenfiddich or which one?
I guess so. Okay, Eric needs to head out, so he's gone. And Carl says whiskey guide, apparently not. Okay, well, okay. I tried that sortilège, and it is nice for cocktails, but not on its own. Okay, I don't really drink cocktails, but there you go.
I make whiskey cocktails for my daughter-in-law. That's that's what I use the JB or whatever, or the red label or whatever.
This is the biggest, should I say, endorsement that I've ever seen. I'm very much enjoying this stream with Bernie. You should invite him on more often. We should try that.
Thank you. I was worried. Actually, I'm sorry because I've been worried that I would be boring you guys at points, because we're just kind of chatting along because we've known each other for so long that we just banter about a whole bunch of things, and that's
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
there's something magic about that. It's working.
Go and sub to my YouTube channel.
I'll put it on here.
Make it viral. No, don't.
Sure. Okay, I won't. I'll erase that, and I won't.
You can, and I don't care. I don't care. You can put it on. I don't mind at all, actually. I've been getting people that are subbing lately, that have 0 videos, 0 subs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, thank you. It just maybe I'll get closer to I'll be able, to, I don't know, get some YouTube advantage. I've never used it for whatever.
Well, I get people all the time who find that Laphroaig 10 video back from 2015, and they're calling me a mad lad, and they're calling me the king, and they're calling me the boss, and they're calling me all kinds of things like that. And they're all subscribing to my channel, but they don't always watch all the other videos. They just think that video where Cindy and I broke up is the big,
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Hey, it's made me some money. I'm happy about that. Okay.
I love sortilege with prestige. 7-year whiskey. Okay.
Topping desserts. Okay, I can see that. See that.
Yeah.
I've never tried it myself, but apparently it's not good to drink straight, and I drink my whiskey straight up. I don't mix my whiskey with anything, and I don't pour my whiskey over ice cream or anything like that. So
I have a bottle of Coureur des Bois downstairs that somebody gave me.
Coureur des Bois. Oh, now that brings back a memory or two.
Yeah, which is actually one of these maple syrup type of whiskey type things.
Boy.
Yeah, exactly. It's still closed. I shouldn't maybe say that because maybe my son will hear me because he's the one I think who gave it to me.
he got into that whole Canadian mystique of the Coureur des Bois.
Maybe, but having said that, I'm getting him slowly into whiskey. He doesn't.
Yeah, you educate the boy now. Yeah.
It's very funny because he doesn't like. He's going to probably be a whiskey drinker. He doesn't like beer.
Okay.
He does a lot of other things, but now he's getting into whiskey slowly. Drinking Talisker. Yeah, I haven't had a Talisker for a little while, but I like Talisker.
Yeah, Talisker is nice. I haven't had any for a while either, but I'll get there. Olakan says, not tonight, but close enough, as in the closest. Well, that must be about 1 o'clock in the morning, almost down your way.
I haven't put any water in this yet.
No, I haven't either for this second time.
It's really nice.
Yeah. You just got to take small sips, and it works really well.
I'm really enjoying it just like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but be careful. It can get you really kazooed easily.
Yes.
It's at 59.5%. I'm already hearing my words slurring just a little bit.
I would have to almost call. Just a minute. Leave that one there. Leave that one there. This is
of course. Bernie is cool. You're cool, man.
This is perfect because I need to prove it to people. Other people. Bernie is cool. There. Done. Thank you, Carl. You're my hero.
Actually, it was Greg who said that to Carl.
Yes, true. Yes, thank you, Greg.
Greg's good people. Quig and Bernie, yeah, more please. Oh, they're liking this show. I'm telling you.
Funny name, Coureur des Bois, but beware. This sort of today is just more. Yeah, well, you know what? I think the Coureur des Bois is also around. Answering to Greg, it is also something like 35 or what. I'd almost have to run down and get it, but that might be for another time. It's
a liqueur rather than a whiskey.
More a liqueur than a whiskey, yeah. They used to be, if anybody remembers, well, no, none of you are actually Canadian except for you, but sometimes they used to call whiskey blanc. I wonder if it was poutine type,
what you're talking about is
in
new
Quebec,
make. New make.
yeah. Well, in Ireland they call it poutine.
Poutine, yeah, poutine, yeah.
Poutine, poutine.
Poutine. Fries with cheese curds and gravy.
Yes.
I think you can get that at Chinois, can't you?
You can, yes, yes.
There you go.
Now let me see now.
I'll move on to the next one if that's okay with you.
Sure. Oh yeah.
Shelter Point. Oh.
He's right. You're right, Jared. Yeah. It was really a good video. There was 3 of them, I think, was there?
Yeah, there were 2 or 3 on that trip.
But they were really good. I mean, and that lady, she knew what she was talking about.
Oh. Yeah.
Well, at least it seemed to.
Yeah, no. She's delightful.
Mm.
She's delightful. She had the camera for a while and she was going on. She's Lydia. She's well, I'm terrible with names. There's he's Whiskey Webb on YouTube. His wife Lydia.
Okay.
The woman is beautiful, knowledgeable, and a treat to hang out with. And Leon, her husband, is the master distiller at
the Shelter Point.
Yeah, that's right, Shelter Point.
I'm reading here. That's why I'm able to tell you.
and it was such a treat to hang out with those two for the weekend. I had a wonderful time. I would love to do it again when all this social distancing and crap is over with. They even said, well, why don't you come and camp here on the farm, instead of paying $400 to be in Tofino to camp. And I'm going, yeah, but then this whole COVID thing happened, so that probably won't happen till next year.
On the other hand, I mean, when you go where you usually go, it's really, I like where you go, your yearly camping trip.
It's a nice spot. I didn't go last year because I went to Scotland.
Yeah.
But I booked a trip to Tofino back in October for August, and I just recently received an email from them saying that they will be open, but practicing social distancing of some sort. But I'm not worried. It's going to be in August, so I should have a nice week out there by the beach. I am looking forward to that because after all this, there you go.
That's another picture.
There you go. You take that picture. I'll be right back. The Dago Clio channel is going to explode now. Just watch.
Thank you, Greg. That makes me laugh. Yeah, I'm actually curious though because I know. No, wait, who wrote that? Carl wrote that. Okay. Well, thank you very much, both of you. Oh, geez, it makes me laugh so much. Let me see. It looks like. Oh, wait a minute. I'm looking at your picture, Carl. You're with some very, very well-known people here. Wow. There's Roy, and then there's. Oh my goodness. Sorry for the. You're gonna want to slap me. I mean, I know exactly who the 2 other people are, and I just can't remember their name. Is that the Drams that are getting into me? I watched their videos, so you must be the one that I didn't know. Sorry about that. Wow, that's great. Wow. I'm gonna have as soon as Andy gets back, I'm gonna have him look at the icon, and he's gonna slap me on the hands and say, "What? Don't you remember? It's the whiskey." Oh goodness sakes! The two of them, that make they're always just so funny. It's almost like a comedy act whenever they're together. darn it! Well, as soon as he gets back, Andy,
Yeah.
I need you to help my senile dementia.
What's going on?
Well, Carl's got his logo here. Okay, so there's Roy, then there's the guy that I don't know, which is Carl, and then there's the two others, which I mean, you know, of course, I know who they are. I just can't remember their YouTube name.
Scotch Test Dummies?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I was looking at that, I was saying, wow, that means that, I mean, he's with some very famous whiskey people there.
Yeah, absolutely. I haven't met the dummies myself yet. Maybe someday it will happen.
They were were they before you or after you in Scotland?
They were after me in Scotland. I'll tell you why. Because I left a bottle of 40-year-old Canadian Club with Roy Aquavite.
Yeah.
And he opened that bottle and poured drams for the whole gang of the bottle that I gave him.
Yes.
And the Scotch Test Dummies were part of that that whole party. I believe it happened at the back room of the Bon Accord in Glasgow, if I'm not mistaken, or something like that. But I know that when I gave that bottle to Roy, he said, "I'm going to share this with the dummies and other friends." And I said, "Oh, by all means."
Oh, that is so fantastic.
Spread the word of Canadian whiskey.
Well, you know, I still have some of the Crown Royal that I bought. Oh, which one was it now? Oh, let's forget. Like I say, senile dementia is slowly coming in. Yes. Okay, let's start.
Crown Royal would pale by comparison to this dram.
Well, you couldn't even compare it, could you?
Oh, this is just magic.
You know, I have not put any water in it, and I don't even want to.
No, you don't need to.
2250. Let me see.
DS Vic is saying hello from Toronto. Slanchava, DS Vic.
Hello.
And what else is going on here? Greg saying, there you go at Carl. Have to check this channel. Have to Bernie's channel. Okay, I'll put it on.
Dago Clio. You know, let me explain what Dago Clio means, because people
do that. But I'll put it up meanwhile. Here it is.
So my dog's name was Dago. Le Club des, what is it? The Club des Cats. We used to read a book to our kids when they had a dog called Dago, and that's what we called our dog. Okay, Dago. And we had a cat which we called Cleo, which was, you know, short for Cleopatra. So I just put them.
Cleopatra. Great. That's how my mother says it. Cleopatra. And we put it became Dago Cleo, which was basically the name of the dog and the cat, just put together. And that just became my YouTube name, because people probably remembered now. Now people are using their real names again. But years ago, we never, I mean, well, you're like Food Quig or whatever. I mean, we never used, you know, all of a sudden YouTube wanted us to start using our real names and so on. And they call it doxing today, you know, if you start putting your real name and so on. But, you know, I mean, mine was Dago Cleo, was a dog and the cat. Yep.
Okay, that's it. So that's where the name comes from. Drinking the day in the hen houses. He's in the hen house. Ooh. Oh, prunish game hen. Okay, I see the name. Okay.
Okay. More shows to go. We could arrange that, I suppose, as long as you're not opposed to it.
I could do that, yeah. I mean, Helen, so much, my wife, she's downstairs watching a movie on Netflix, I guess. She's probably wondering when I'm going to finish. I could always she could come up, I mean, because I mean, our bedroom's just behind that wall, so I suppose
right. Your bedroom's behind the wall. My bedroom's right here.
Oh, well, yeah.
But it's going to be a while till I retire, because I got to watch Swami's show tonight. And I'm probably going to just mellow out after this dram. And
this is a really nice dram. I
mean, it is.
And like I said, I've not put any water in it. I've put water in the first one. That's okay. But this experiences without water. Yeah.
Same here. And just in case people were wondering, the Laphroaig Carchus Triple Wood was $99.99 Canadian, plus a 10-cent bottle deposit, plus $5 goods and services tax, plus $10 BC liquor tax. So for $115.09, I get out the door, or I got out the door with this stuff.
Yeah, I'm just going to try and find the actual price that I paid at the time. It was,
You said about $94, didn't you?
63 euros. Just a minute. Hello, Siri. What is 64 euros in Canadian dollars?
It's 97 Canadian dollars and 62 cents.
You told me 98 earlier.
They changed.
Yeah. Okay, so that was, let's say, 98 Canadian dollars, and I paid around 20 euros, so let's say 1/3 of that. I think around 20, maybe 15 euros, something.
For shipping.
So let's say it's a bit over, it's like $120 Canadian dollars with the shipping. But like I said, I got a Glencairn.
You got a Glencairn and a slate.
And a slate.
And a slate.
And so, I mean, that basically was made it worth it, didn't it?
Yeah, so, I think you got me beat there.
Having said that, I mean, I basically paid your tax on shipping.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah. Kind of.
Effectively.
Yeah, so it was worth it. I mean, but I have tried before, when I get these mails from Laphroaig, I've tried before to get something, and it was like, I can't remember what now, but it was all out. It was all out. I couldn't get it anymore. Yes, Greg, Scotch Test Dummies. I know. It's like, don't you hate that? I mean, I know it's not only age. Maybe it is. If I take that off, you'll see. But it's not only age, but sometimes these people say that when your head is so full, you kind of start forgetting things, you know. So maybe that's.
I believe it was about 15 years ago that Paul McCartney put an album out that said "Memory Almost Full." I think that refers to the same kind of phenomenon. And Carl says, "Bernie, this is a picture with Roy and Scotch Test Dummies, Scott and Bart." Yep. Okay. Yeah, exactly. As soon as I saw the picture, I knew who they were.
I mean, it makes one so mad. I mean, I knew exactly who they were, but I just couldn't pull out the name.
I watched a video of theirs just this morning, so there you go.
Let me see.
Crazy hot today here. Oh, okay. This picture was taken Scotch Malt Whisky Vaults in Leith, Edinburgh, May 2019. I missed going there. Next time I go to Scotland, I will have to visit the more things in Edinburgh. You know, I did the mile walk, whatever it's called, going up to the castle and everything, but I gotta check out the vaults and I gotta check out more shops there. Edinburgh is a beautiful city. I was astounded by how nice it was and how convenient everything was. As soon as you get to the train station, there are hotels all around it, and that's where you stay. Yeah. You don't have to walk far. You don't have to travel far. And going to the Royal Mile, it's just off the side, and you just walk up towards the castle, and whiskey shops on every side, and a beautiful city. I love it.
It's scary to say that. It's been 35 years since I've been in Edinburgh. I know it's a bit of age on me, but you know.
Yeah, we're all getting old. I think back to when I was in Austria. It's been 41 years since I went to Austria.
I mean, I've been in Galway a few times since, but Edinburgh, it's been 35 years.
Yeah.
You know, I've been
41 years since I went to Austria the last time. This is the land of my heritage, and wow.
Well, you know, actually, when I did the DNA test, I don't even have. I have a. I don't know if I have it here. Maybe.
Oh, the DNA test. Okay, this is always fun.
I have a DNA test, and I probably will not find it. No, I won't find it because I want to show you. But there's this thing, kiss me because I'm Irish.
Uh-huh.
Well, when it says kiss me because my DNA says I'm Irish, and I'm close to 60% Irish from the DNA. So it just fits, It's just...
Here's what's funny is my sister put a thing up on Facebook not too long ago, and it's supposed to analyze your face and say what nationality you are. And it showed the way the Facebook selfie focuses on certain points of your face and whatever. And it said, you are Russian, 85%. Well, if my sister is Russian 85%, I must be Russian 85% too, because we share the same heritage. But my parents are from Austria, and their parents are half from Slovenia and Austria.
Yeah.
And my mom's dad was partially French because when Napoleon with his army went through Austria, well, they found the local women and had kids and stuff.
Yeah.
So my mom's dad was partially French, and my mom's mom was Slovenian. My dad's dad was Slovenian, and my dad's mom was Austrian. So it's all mixed up. But that makes us 85% Russian. Okay. Do svidaniya. What is it? How do you say it?
Yeah, it's, what is it?
Nostrovia. Okay. Oh, yeah. I should remember that because it was the same thing in Slovenia. Nostrovia.
That's Japanese, kampai, yes. But yes.
Oh, that is so good.
It is.
That is so good. That just coats the tongue and coats the mouth, and it's just like
Any more comments in the meantime, or?
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. I got slow on that. Well, okay.
Yeah.
That's what I put up for you, so people can find you now. Okay, cool. I see. Thanks. Great. Okay, just subscribe to that video. Cool.
Yeah, very nice. Thank you.
22:58. Okay, so we're about 5 minutes behind. We're 5 minutes behind Ulakan. Okay.
Watching
from the beginning as I joined very late. Good job. If you can.
Wow.
How long have we been on? We've been on for 2:52:46. So almost 3 hours. Wow.
Yeah.
This is a big show for sure.
It is. What I'll have to do is I'll download it somehow and put it up on my page, and it'll be very interesting.
You can do that. Yeah, I think you can do that.
You see the difference. You see everything
on Deanston 12. That's where we started. Yeah.
Goodness. But when you're on the Quig's the food Quig page, you'll see he'll get like I don't know how many views, and you'll put it on mine, and I'll probably get like 8.
I hope this will boost your channel a little bit there, Bernie, because
But I've got over 2,000 videos on my page.
I know, and you get like 6 views. It's like sick. And I don't mean sick in a good way.
No, I mean, that's where I realize how many people have left YouTube. I've got like 856 subs. I mean, so 10% would be 85.
Yeah. You're at 1%.
And so I'm getting like, between 1% and 2%. And that's probably my mom that watches it twice.
No.
I mean, I was telling people once that it's my diary.
Yeah, there's other people who do that too. There's like, do you know Monica?
Yeah, well, I've not actually subbed to her, but I do know her. Yes.
Yeah, Monica is like that. She gets like 10 views on her video, and that's a big thrill. There's Dave Nicholson, who gets about between 40 and 80 views, depending on what his subject matter is.
Yeah, he doesn't get that many if you think of how many subs he has. I know.
He's got over 1,000 subs because he's a partner, right?
Yeah, I think he is. Yeah.
But he doesn't monetize, and he doesn't really do anything with it. He just puts up a video every day.
Yeah.
And then he does his tags, which I got tired of, so I don't watch the tags anymore. But I religiously watch Dave Nicholson because he started doing his channel because he thought it was cool that I was doing the taxi vlogs.
I remember that. Yeah, I mean, he always says, he's on YouTube because of you.
Yeah.
I'm actually whoever is listening it's very interesting. If you're into genealogies, you can actually if you do YouTube genealogies, it's really. I know. I mean, we talked about the fat Aussie bastard.
That makes me everyone's grandfather.
And when I went to a Facebook group that is called Old School YouTubers, I was seeing names because when I started on YouTube, I actually was following a whole bunch of people in Australia, and I was realizing that a lot of them, were like saying, "Oh, I wasn't there anymore. I stopped." And I was saying, "Oh, there they are. Hey, thank you, Carl. That's cool. It really is." These YouTube genealogies would be very funny. It's the same time here. If it's 06 in Paris, well, you see it's 07 now here. So, yeah.
Hey, we're almost caught up. Look at that.
Yeah.
This is a first for the Food Quig channel live, because usually we're about half an hour or an hour late.
Oh wow, we'd be doing good time then. I thought we were way behind.
No, I'm clicking away on these things and trying to keep it going.
Just poured LF quarter cask.
Laphroaig.
Right. By the way, that is actually that's with the triple wood. The second wood is the quarter cask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It should be LPH actually, but that's okay. Laphroaig. I'll correct that. There we are.
What have you done?
This is what I did. Laphroaig.
Just poured Laphroaig quarter cask. I have some Laphroaig down in the basement, which I bought once in a duty free, which was like just the duty free stuff. But it's actually pretty good. But I mean, I say it's pretty good, but it is no way as good as this.
This is the top.
I am very happy with this. Actually.
Yeah, same here. 2308 in Scotland. Well, that's a minute ago. Okay, we're doing good.
About an hour less than here. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're an hour east.
We're Paris time if you want. Like we're continental. 0. Yeah, Norway is the same time as us. Oh, okay. I wasn't quite certain about Norway.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're caught up. We're doing good.
We are, aren't we?
I don't know. Should I pour another dram of this? This is great.
I'm feeling like I could take another dram of it.
If it's getting late for you, just let me know, because
I'm good until the wife comes up. I guess
until she starts bothering you.
No, okay. She's down watching a movie, and I told her, if you want to come up, I mean, because you know her, so
yeah, of course.
And I told her, if you want to come up, you do. If you're not, you're just watching a movie, and that's it, And if she comes up, she'll sit down, she'll look a few minutes, and she'll say, "Well, it's not my stuff."
Well, she must be halfway through her second movie now since we started.
Yeah, for sure. Oh goodness, yes. By the way, just to show you, I know it maybe doesn't interest people all that much, but when I got my nosing glass, it came in this nice little box. But really, really nice. I'm going to keep it in that. But I guess that you've been to Isla, so you would know what this looks like. You probably recognize a little bit the view.
Yeah, it looks like Isla.
It does, yeah. No, I mean in Scotland, I'm trying to think. We went north. I'd have to look on a map again. We
Yeah.
probably went into the Highlands, but that's about all I can remember at the time. And I was driving on the wrong side of the road.
How long ago was that, Bernie? How long ago was that?
1985.
That's a little chunk of time in the past, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And we had left Quebec at the time, and I was living in England at the time.
Okay.
It's before coming to Switzerland. We lived in England for a year, in the UK, I should say. But we were, I don't know, do I dare say it? I was at Oxford, and so we were there for a while, and then we came over to Switzerland, and my in-laws were over, and it was kind of funny because when my father-in-law, he wasn't much of a drinker, but when we got to Edinburgh, of course, he said, "I got to try whiskey." So, yeah, I mean, it would be nice. It would be really amusing to see. Let me see, LP. If we talk elements of Islay, they have some great ones in that range.
I've heard of those bottles, those elements of Islay, but I've never seen any on the shelves around here. I think I've seen them when I was in the UK, but I never bought any.
So these would be expressions of Laphroaig. No? Maybe Greg can tell us a bit more.
Different Islay whiskeys, from what I understand, and they had different 1 or 2 letter abbreviations, like the periodic table.
Okay.
And I've heard of these, and I've seen bottles on the internet, and they're like 375 mils, and they're just big sample bottles, basically, from what I know. But they're done by an independent bottler, I think. I don't know. Maybe Greg can clarify that.
Okay, yeah. Of course, if he's in Paris, he must have a completely other range of whiskeys than we would have here. Pour yourself in a dram quickly, so then the wife comes up, you have to finish it. Oh, I mean, I wouldn't want to finish it quickly, even if she did come up.
I'm sure she would understand.
No, so my wife, if I give her a Laphroaig, she will not like it.
No,
she doesn't like the peated stuff. But if I give her a port finish,
Glenmorangie.
Remember?
Yes.
Yeah. Weren't we even drinking something together? And she came up, and I poured her a dram of the Glenmorangie.
Quinta Rubin.
Yes.
And she liked it.
She likes that. If I give her a Quinta Rubin, yes, that she likes. And it's really funny because when I have my son's sort of Spanish family over, I have to give them I don't know, something like some American. What is it called again? Oh my!
Jack Daniel's Old Number 7.
No, but just something like that, I guess. But more something that tastes corn. I was going to say corn.
Corn.
You know what I mean. It's just simply corn whiskey based, something like that. It's more sweet.
Oh,
anything that Buffalo
Trace, yeah. Well, that's good.
For example, Buffalo Trace has more corn in it.
Yeah.
Or just a bourbon, basically. They're more into bourbon.
They're more into bourbon than Scotch, right?
Yeah, definitely. Okay. I see what Carl is saying. Are you on the third one yet, or?
Well, I've got that one going right here.
Oh well, okay. Then
I'm doing well. This one is neat, and it's
beautiful. This is my second neat one now.
Yeah, same here.
I'm not putting quite as much this time, though. But
I'm being a Quig, LP is Laphroaig, yeah. Okay.
I'm not going to go far away from Laphroaig now, but as you know, I had brought this one in case we were going to have earlier ones, but I'm not going to go back to that now.
Oh, what's that?
That's the Old Pulteney 17.
Well, no, you don't want to follow that after all this heavy peat.
That was supposed to be the before Deanston, but we started with the Deanston, and I just put it to the side.
Yeah, I'm sorry I did that to you.
No, don't worry about it, because the 17 is rare now. Yeah. No, but we were talking about the Irish stuff, and it is interesting. Like in Ireland, there's the Connemara. You've had it before, haven't you?
Oh, Connemara, yeah, I know it well.
You made a few videos on it, yeah. So
I've done one or two, yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad. Let's see. Yes, Bernie LP, Laphroaig, CL for Cowlila. Yeah, Cowlila.
Oh, that would be the periodic table.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You got it now?
Okay, Cowlila. Yeah, that's nice. I love that.
BW for Bromore.
But I've never had the non-peated one. You've done a few videos on the non-peated Cowlila.
Yes, I have.
But I've never
15, 17, and something else. Kalila is nice, no matter if it's peated or not. I like it.
Elixir Distillers. Okay. Now,
Elixir Distillers, I guess, is an independent bottling company that takes things from Laphroaig, Kalila, Bowmore, and so on, and they give you half-size bottles, and the bottles are with symbols like on the periodic table, CL for Kalila, BW for Bromore, and so on. I've never seen any of them here on Vancouver Island, and I'm sure they're only available in Europe.
I'd have to go probably to some. There is one place. It's about 15 kilometers from here, maybe even less. It's Morton. It's called Mora in French.
Okay.
And they have in the canton where I live, they have the best whiskey shop. There you can really get. I'm not going to say close to everything, but as much as close to everything as you can get here. And that's the one I was telling you. Whenever I go, they have funny hours, and they're not open every day. And I always manage to go to that town when it's closed.
Right.
And it drives me nuts because, they have a lot of the things that I would like to have. But,
can you find out on the internet what hours they're open and then go there at that time?
I can, but you see, often I'm just going when I'm doing my geocaching, and we just go and then I'm around there, and I say to Elaine, "Oh, let's go to Mora and check out if they've got."
And of course, they're closed when you show up at the door.
And she always laughs, and she says, basically, she's telling me, "Will you never learn?" Sancha, oh my goodness, I just poured myself an Octomore.
Wow.
Slancha 2 times.
Slancha twice.
Yay.
Goodness.
Yes.
I'm going to go through these a little bit. Oh, and Greg's right with them. Okay.
Specialty drinks only. Owners of the Whisky Exchange. Oh, okay.
Whisky Exchange. London. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, I didn't realize that. Okay. Owned by the. Okay.
To quote Ralfy Mitchell, there you go. Now you know.
Yes. Malt mates.
That was a malt mention.
That was a malt mention. Are you still on Patreon?
Who, me?
Yeah, you were on Patreon or something like that?
I still have a Patreon account.
Okay.
I've got a whole 6 patrons now.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But that's because I don't advertise it so much. I don't say, please check out my Patreon account. Food Quig on Patreon. Patreon this and Patreon that. No, I just discreetly put www.patreon.com/foodquig. And people either want to contribute or not. And I don't make a big deal out of it. There are a lot of guys who, push that stuff. But I'm not about that. I'm more about, laying back. And if you really want to contribute, fine. That's all good and all fine. But I'm not gonna beg you
Yeah.
to contribute to my Patreon account. To be honest, I'm getting a little bit of revenue from the what do you call it?
Partners or what?
Yeah, the partner program. I'm getting a bit of money from that, which, supplies me maybe a bottle or two a month, which is okay.
That's for good. Yeah. I mean, very few people that we know, at least, are earning a living from this.
No, and I'm not planning to, and I'm not expecting to. It's, a little bonus here and there is nice.
Yeah.
But, I do have a Patreon account, and the last time I looked, I had 6 patrons, but I might have fewer now. I don't know, with this COVID and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But if I get a few bucks out of it, come to think of it, I don't believe I've downloaded any money from them in a while. I'll have to check. But I get some off the partner program. I get a bit of money off the partner program to get me a bottle or so once a month. And, it's all right.
Helen's coming up.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
I'm over to the next comment here.
Join us. You come and join us. We've been talking about you. Yeah. Just a minute. I'm moving things off the chair. No, you know what you just said?
What?
Have you drank the whole bottle?
Oh, no. It'll take a while to get through this one.
Come here. Come here. So here's the missus.
Hello. Oh, okay.
So you've got people from all around the world looking at you.
Poor. It's just beautiful.
That's all I've had the whole evening.
Oh my.
Tell me lies. Tell me sweet little lies.
If you believe that.
Where is
the bottle?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But you see, there were other bottles.
Oh, okay.
No, don't worry. We've been actually. That's water. That was water. No, that wasn't water. So you see, he's there, and we have a whole bunch of people watching us right now.
Okay.
Yeah, and this is a live stream. So the live stream means that what we're doing is like now.
Okay.
So would you like to have a dram?
No.
You two are adorable. You're great.
Don't you like putting her on the spot like that?
Yeah, that's a little bit cruel, Bernie. You got to watch it.
I know, aren't I? Yes.
I'm not a fan of this.
You're not a fan. I was telling you, but you like the Quinta Ruban, remember?
Yeah, once. One.
No, you won. Yes, yeah.
The only one. Because it's not really whiskey.
You hear what she said? The
What?
Quinta Ruban is not really whiskey.
Oh, I don't know about that. The people at Glenmorangie might disagree with you on that one.
I'm not a fan. Huh?
She means that anything that tastes anything else than whiskey if it has a port taste.
What's going on?
A tip for you: if you can try AR. Wait a minute now. Okay, LP, I know what it is. BW, I know what it is. AR, is that Artmore?
Probably Aaron.
Oh, it could be Aaron. Yeah.
Could be Aaron.
Yeah. What movie?
Oh, wait. Elements of Isla. Ardbeg.
Ardbeg, of course. Yes.
If it's Elements of Isla, it's got to be Ardbeg.
Ardbeg, of course. Yes.
Yeah.
Is it a wall full of bottles?
Oh, yes. Now, Helen is noticing this particular wall you have behind you.
Can you?
Oh, that little thing, yeah.
Only one in the middle without the.
Wait a minute. Greg has written, please, Food Quig, scroll up a bit to see my previous long comment.
Oh, I'm looking for it. Is that it?
Would that be
So-
it? Maybe.
I'm
But
looking.
I don't remember that. I don't remember any very long comment.
Mon ami.
Maybe we got to it before he or after he did that one.
And then
Okay.
you could probably start making these live streams with us.
Uh,
You know, you could
Oh
be
no,
the,
I prefer.
you could do like Cindy at the end.
No, I leave you at your pleasure.
I think he must be that the one. I don't know, but that's not a long comment. But maybe that's the one he meant. I'm not certain. Oh yeah,
I don't know. I'm lost now.
Who is this?
that's a man. He lives in Greg's Whiskey Guide. He's in Paris.
Greg's got so many comments that it's hard to really click on the right one.
He's staying with us, hasn't he? He's been a good man.
Oh, he's on top of everything here.
Hey, hi to Miss Bernie.
Ah, okay. Hello.
He's in France. Tu peux dire bonjour.
Bien sûr.
Oui.
Bien sûr. Je peux vous dire bonjour.
Where are you located? At
Carl's
Carl.
in Norway.
He's in Norway?
Yeah.
Somebody else was in Norway as well.
Oh, could be. Let's see.
So you
I'm almost finished.
Oh, he's in. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Carl's in Belgium.
Yeah, I live in Bruges. Oh, he's in Belgium. Okay.
Because I will leave you
You're
at
gonna
your
go to
Who's
way.
in Norway? There was somebody in Norway.
It was
That's not right.
Ep something. Okay.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I've had a bit to drink, so
Broken whiskey? No.
Bruges.
No.
Carl, yeah.
No. You know,
Ardbeg, only Isla in these series. Yeah, actually, we finally managed to figure that out.
figured that out before we got to your comment.
C'est qu'est-ce qui est écrit sur son
Oh, yeah. Oh, Espen. Yeah, he's up in Norway. Oh, okay.
That's the one. Good evening. That hit. Yes, Espen. Yeah, he's in Norway. Good evening, Miss Bernie.
Hello.
So you see, this is what. Oh, such a beautiful town. Visit 4 times at least. Bruges. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll leave you all men together.
Did you say old men?
all men? All the men.
Oh,
Together. Yeah.
Men in this group there. No.
well, you know, it's really fun to have a woman in the group.
Yeah. Well, the one who doesn't know anything.
That's okay. That's okay.
I'm
It's
actually
okay.
going to be. I'm almost finished. I mean, there's this dram, but the thing is, it's the. No, it's
He's
We're
still
getting low.
but
I
it
don't think I'm going to pour another one for this.
no. This is enough.
was
Yeah.
because you were
We've done really well. We've had about 7 or 8 drams here.
okay.
And,
Have we had that many?
Okay.
well, I've had 3
you
of
have-
these and
okay.
4 others.
One behind you. Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. So
So you're really going to leave?
We're catching up.
if you visit me someday, you will try some. Oh.
Okay, so they're talking amongst themselves again. And we've got Norway. All right. So we're up to date on the comments again. Isn't that amazing?
Did you talk about the cool?
Yes, we did, but we try not to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because all the people all over the world.
Well,
almost-
yeah, but that's why we're all staying
come-
home and we're drinking. We're not going in the bars. You see how good we are?
No choice.
Exactly. But you see, now that's why I had seen this coming. So for years, I have been buying whiskey, knowing that when there would be a pandemic,
Crisis.
I would be able to have everything I need to drink at home. And we were saying we have the social distancing.
Yeah, of course.
I cannot give him the COVID, and he cannot give it to me.
Only the virus of this. The virus du whiskey.
The virus of whiskey I can give that, and I've actually received it again. You missed it again, Food Quig. Which one? Which one?
Here's what I wrote to him.
Sorry, Greg.
Yeah.
I missed it. I'm sorry. I couldn't find it.
Ça, c'est parce qu'il y a des gens qui se parlent entre eux. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So
Well, I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I'm
I'll
almost there.
let you finish it very quickly.
You
I will
see,
go
you
to
see,
my
guys. I
bed.
told you that as soon as she'd come up, she would. Okay, so
What?
yeah, sure, yes.
I would do what?
You would come and sit with us.
You advertise yourself too much. All right.
Is it in? You are in
Watch.
in Canada.
Okay, I'm watching. I'm right there. I'm on top of it.
Okay.
Okay, I repeat it.
I'm right on top of it. I'm watching.
What?
We're both watching.
Next comment that comes up from Greg, I'll be right on top of that one.
Okay.
Because I couldn't find the other one. I was just so scatterbrained and drunk that.
We're not drunk. We are inebriated.
Yes, we're inebriated, but not drunk. Yes. Okay. Wait. Here it comes.
Okay, I repeat it for the last one.
Okay. Watch. Okay. Here it comes. There's one from Carl. Let me know when you come back to my beautiful hometown so we can have a few drams. Okay.
That's when the Greg. Yeah.
I'm waiting, Greg. I'm waiting. This is bad.
Yeah, you are waiting too.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
I'm with you.
Okay, there's things happening here.
Watch.
Just after the word watch. Okay, there's the word watch. I'm
Watch.
looking. There's this and there's that.
You know what? Maybe. So yes, you are drunk for sure now.
Well, I can't find that comment for some unknown reason.
Did you write it on a white font on a white background?
I'm looking. I'm clicking on everything that is here. Everything that is here.
Because Greg, I'm not controlling the comments.
No, I'm doing that. I'm clicking on everything that was here recently, and this is what I got the last few. Okay, I'm going backwards here. Okay, backwards. What's this one? That's one from Carl. I'm looking. I missed it again. I'm going backwards. Okay.
No, I don't see where it is.
Going backwards. Going backwards. Going backwards. I'm going backwards.
Well, go forward then, I think. Good evening, Miss Bernie.
Oh, okay. What's here? Greg's Whiskey Guide. I don't think the comment is appearing. Your message watch appears. Then the next one is it is just after the word watch. Yeah, that's what I'm getting too. So I'm not seeing your message, Greg. I'm not seeing it. It's not showing up for some reason. I don't know why.
That could explain when he said the long comment, because we never saw a long comment.
Maybe the long comment is too long and it gets rejected because of the length.
I don't know, but we never saw it.
No, I never saw it either. I would have seen it if it came up.
My wife is trying to go to bed.
Oh, I understand. I don't blame you, Hélène. It's all good. Je te blâme pas. C'est correct. C'est correct. Bon.
Merci bien.
Ah, de rien, de rien.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to give my wife a whiskey kiss.
Oh, okay.
I can because of the COVID, but and then she's going to go to bed. And I'm just going to finish. I bumped you in my hat. No, because I'm almost finished actually. Yeah.
Bye bye. Have fun at home.
Okay, à prochaine. Yeah.
Hey, ciao.
Ciao. Come on, Greg. Help Quig out here. Okay.
I don't know why.
Sorry about that. I don't know what I'm supposed to see. Greg, what's going on?
He posted it 4 times.
Unbelievable. 4 times.
Having said that, we're not snobbing you, Greg. We just don't see it.
No, it's not.
Greg, Greg, try something. Try something. Cut it in two and see if it has. Oh, okay. He's away.
He's gone.
Yeah, I was wondering if he cut it in two, if it has to do with the length of the character.
Cut it in 5, maybe. I don't know.
Strange. Okay. Well, Andy, this was a lot of fun. I'm almost finished, and yes, I will be going after.
I'm almost finished too, and I'll be done. But I don't know what's going on with Greg here because.
Sorry, Greg, that we didn't see it, but we really didn't.
He's saying goodbye. I wish we could see his message.
Yeah. Well, by the way, I will be subbing back to Greg and Carl. They've subbed, and yeah, as soon as it'll probably be tomorrow because I'm not going to go back.
Means. What's this here?
Jim, the host, is a lovely. Who is that?
I don't know.
No,
saying bye to the wife. Oh, okay. I thought you were saying goodbye to us because we couldn't read your message. We couldn't find your message.
Okay, and then he was saying goodbye to you, not to us.
What?
Greg was saying goodbye to you.
Okay.
Which is funny because in that video, that was the Laphroaig 10, the go-to Isle of Whisky, when Cindy and I said goodbye. Oh, I know she's not watching this.
Do you think?
I'm pretty sure she's not watching this.
Do you really think that Cindy is on one of these live things all the length of the?
Oh hell no! Cindy had no reason to watch any of these things. I don't know. The last time I talked to her was maybe a couple of weeks ago, and we chatted for a while live. And yeah, okay, great,
Okay, yeah. I mean, I won't talk about it here, but I was.
No, fair enough.
Yeah. Channel as we talk about Irish whiskeys again. Okay, you know what? I could pull out the next time. I could pull out a series of Irish whiskeys that I have. I'm not saying that I have.
Do you see my comments appear, my friends? Now I've cut it in 3. Okay, what do we got here?
Yeah.
I only see 2 of 3. Okay.
Well, I'm hoping that we'll see at least 1 of 3 for the moment.
Automatic censorship. I don't understand why.
Yeah, I mean, but the other thing is, why would one of the other people see it and not us?
Yeah.
That is weird.
That is extremely weird. Unless
do you have some special words that you put into it that could have?
No, I did have some people who were they had the little spanner, the mechanics spanner moderators. I had some moderators, but I don't know if they're able to moderate
because I remember
on this program on this platform
on the StreamYard. Yeah, because I do remember some of the first lives that you did. There were some rather off-color comments at times.
No kidding.
And
really bad things, and I had appointed some people to police this whole thing, and then but I don't know about the StreamYard. I've not seen any mechanics wrenches on the StreamYard.
On the other hand, why would it be censored? I mean, there's nothing that Greg would be saying, especially in this respect.
I really doubt it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Be live on Friends channel on Monday. Yeah, Monday might be bad there, Greg, because I'm going to be at work or sleeping. So, yeah, Sunday through Thursday is a bad time for me. Talking about Irish whiskeys. Okay, I can't do better than that story. Okay.
I only put water in the first time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, having said that, and since my wife is getting ready to go to bed, maybe I should do as well, because she actually told me, are you going to put on your headphones?
To shut me up. Yeah. Okay.
But I mean, we'd be going for 3.5 hours.
Have we?
Have we? Yeah.
Holy cripes. Yeah, we have.
I am so happy about this, Andy. It's been great, actually.
It's been a real treat, Bernie. I didn't think it would be so good.
We haven't chatted like this for a long time because, I mean, we have chatted 3 hours, on and things like that, but it's been a long time.
It has been a long time, and it's always been a pleasure. And it's great to get back with you again and connect, and even with this social distancing thing. But yeah, we're socially distanced enough. It's all good.
So I'd like to say goodbye to everybody, and I will be probably. I see there's a little X here. It says leave studio, so I'll probably be saying goodbye and going that way. And I guess you're off to some other live thing, Eddie.
I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I'm going to just check on what videos are going on and what live streams are going on. Apparently, Swami has one going on tonight.
He mentioned that, didn't he, earlier? Yeah.
Yeah, I think I don't want to miss that because it will be a lot of fun. And
okay.
I got a few videos that I haven't watched yet, which I want to take a look at. And I'm feeling no pain right now. This stuff is wonderful.
Well, I have to say I had a few beers before this, so I've.
Well, I had a whiskey or two before this all too, so we're even.
Exactly. So goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, Andy. Take care. And I'm going to be clicking on that leave studio now.
Oh, so, goodbye, Bernie. Slachua.
Take care. Bye-bye.
That dries out that glass. Now, what else have we got going on here? Cool live indeed. Thank you, Greg. It's been a pleasure. I enjoyed this immensely. I've had a great time here, and I hope everyone who's watched has had an equally good time. First time I experimented digital distancing. Carl is saying to join the Quig streams more often. Yeah. I think now finally Bernie gets the recognition he deserves. The man is a legend. Cheers, guys. It was great, says Greg. Yeah. I don't know what happened to that comment of yours, but we tried and tried, but we couldn't find it. Cheers, all enjoyed it. Thanks, Bree Stranger. It's been a pleasure having you with us. It's always great. And Native Gun says, thank you, Andy. You are welcome, Native Gun. I would toast, but there's nothing left in the glass. And +1, Carl Van Wellingham says Greg's Whiskey Guide, and so on. And I will just put my final. I will put my final message on here. I think I got that right. I can't spell anymore. And Slachua.